Dora. Yep, I'm fingering it.
Nice.
I think if we had Wolverine Claws, it won't be an issue.
What about what use would Wolverine Claws actually be?
Besides
running up some edges.
Lummy's is my favourite. He could cut his face off and rob a bank.
You regrow. Some Wolverine.
Yeah, but what we said is you've got to get to the bank with missing a face.
Thing is,
and you could use a balaclava.
Yeah.
But we've all played Wolverine Origins. We know his face, he regenerates really quick, so his face would literally, as he's robbing.
Other day I went about getting in bed and warming it up. No, by being active in it, by like shuffling about and that. And I said to Ryan, I'm going to do them laying down star jumps. Because what? Snow angels? Alright, yeah. Shit. Thinking, what the fuck's a laying down star jump?
Fucking idiot, man. Yeah, but he knew what you meant, so you're onto something. You just have to.
I need to patent that shit.
Sell it.
I think there's a bit more energy into laying down star jumps than just like snow angels. Because you've got to actually like.
No, just do motions.
There's no pressure on your joints either, so it's actually the best exercise for you.
Is this recording?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise we started.
So now we can all just be quiet now that we know we've started.
I think we're some comedy gold with what Wolverine do.
Yeah, Wolverine face.
I do that horse that looks sad. And I told him to ask it why the long face.
That's just you know what, right?
You get walking through fields, get some good conversation.
Oh yeah, I know.
My Wolverine claw was I'd use it to pay for vending machines. You put it down the slot and it think money's gone down.
Yeah, but
I could spin round
Free
really fast in
master
the field and cut grass.
Yeah,
but why would you think money's gone down?
because you're getting the cash.
You could just cut a hole in the vending machine.
You could just steal everything.
You could get a
and you
bit
could pick up 3 at once.
tie it around your coin.
Oh, you know, you could
No, I've got the perfect use for Wolverine Claws. You could be the guy who goes with fire engines and cuts people out of cars.
Or you could be the guy that picks up rubbish in town, but you can do like 6 at a time as opposed to just like one.
So Wolverine we're doing in Japan it next to.
But they could hire you to troll cars and just. It just falls in half as opposed to like a little key. You really want to key your boss's car?
I'm Wolverine.
Cut and stick without the stick. Where did it come from anyway? Wolverine claw moment.
Well, Aiden was
talking about new Wolverine film, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Claws. Wolverine does Japan, yeah.
Is he Japan?
Yeah. In a modern day Japan, so basically Japan.
I can't forget ages ago when the first synopsis came from IMDb. Were like Wolverine goes to Japan in search of a sensei. It was the greatest synopsis I've ever read, and all
I think he runs into that chick
Pearl
that
the
likes, what's it called, with red hair?
Jean Grey?
No, it's some. She's got like talon hands. I forgot what she's called.
Yeah, X-Men 2.
Talon?
No, that's X-23.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's she called? I can't remember, but she's called something.
But your statement
Rogue.
was
Yeah, she'll do.
Aiden's statement was the worst thing ever because he said, "I've been thinking about it, and there wouldn't be any use that I could think of Wolverine Claws." Then as soon as he said it, it was like, "We could do this, we could do this."
No, but the thing was,
no, we're talking about useless.
Thinking about it.
The thing is, we started talking about useless X-Men because we were on about X-Men First Class.
Oh, right,
in hoolas. If we can shout really loudly, I'm that woman with shit wings.
Oh yeah.
And there are a few other powers that crap.
Hula man.
Diamond Man. Oh no. Dead. Turn into diamond dust.
And the Beast fella, his special power having long feet.
No, it's
He
super
could
brain.
run really fast.
That wasn't a power warrior. I thought he was a super brain anyway.
Part of it.
Oh well, I thought long feet, and then he fucked himself up and turned blue. But
He's blue.
he just had long feet.
No,
at
he's
the start.
supposed to be like an animal. Do you know what you mean, beast guy? It's beast.
It is Beast. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's got the same hair.
Don't Fraser Crane play him in
Wolverine.
X-Men
Kelsey
3.
Grammer. It's
Fraser
actually
Crane.
Fraser.
I know, I forgot his name. Fucking Sideshow Bob.
To be honest,
It's Sideshow Bob, isn't it?
He's very good in that film as well as Beast.
What, Sideshow Bob?
No. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking David Louise. Sideshow Bob. So Debbie says when she's watching Chelsea, have you seen that defender who plays for Chelsea? David Louise, he's got fucking curly firm. What's Sideshow Bob playing? It looks like a 8-2-0.
I watched a band in York and 3 band members all had massive curly perm things.
What they call the Sideshow Bobs?
They were called the Glass Caves.
Or the Bobs.
How do you get a glass cave?
I think a glass cave would be quite nice actually.
Chocolate fag.
How would you make it?
Well, Superman's kind of got like a
You'd
glass.
warm up the glass and bend it.
That's ice
That's
cave.
the
Fortress of
Solitude,
Solitude.
motherfucker.
You can do a lot with glass once it's warmed up.
Yeah, but a cave?
It's not really a good hiding place,
cave
is it?
looks very definition.
I'll hide in this cave.
It's a dank.
Yeah, but imagine all
dark.
the like reflections and refractions. Wouldn't they? Where you were? They'd be like, oh.
We'd always
Yeah,
go
and
in
then
there
they could
as
just
well.
go, shh. Oh, have fun, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, look at that bear shitting in that cave. Let's go this way.
I've got your pint bottle there. So you have to sup out the bottle.
I didn't realise, dude.
Would you like it?
I'll go for other one for next one. Grab it then. Because I'm going to pour them really slow because they're a weird bottle. Because if you don't, you just get a big fucking tab
Is
end
that
on it.
cider?
No, it's
No.
beer.
Oh,
It's-
right. When you said Krabbies,
Alcohol.
you didn't explain what that was to me. I just
You
nodded.
just accepted it.
Yeah.
So alright.
Krabbies. Yeah, right.
It's got a picture of a thistle on it.
Can't be that.
I've got a mountain on mine.
They're using American beer.
I like how they've got two cold indicators now, though.
No, it's
Cold
not-
or damn cold.
That's mint. I haven't seen
Is
that.
that black cold?
No, it's fucking Van Damme cold, isn't it? It's actually spelled
it's
damn.
damn with an extra M in it.
Kind of leads us on to. I don't want. You won't want me to Timecop.
Well, who
Or
wants
all
to-
your friggin' laying down stardrums.
Van Damme's a pro at them.
Who wants the helmet?
Well, it's been a while. I vote you.
Yeah, for it.
Well, folks, as you may have already been listening to, there
Are
is...
you leaving all that in?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
There's 4 guys in a garage, which is a pretty fun setup. It's not quite as good as the sound studio we had many moons ago.
Might be a lot of birds. There's a lot of birds. You might be able to pick them up.
We're going natural, we're going earthy tones,
Browns.
browns, lots of browns. But this is, I don't even want one copy of Timecop, and I am not sure what number we're on, because we've not done one of these for about a year.
God, it's been that long.
It's been that long.
Jesus.
And the last one we did was just me and Aiden, and I still haven't put it up, because I felt, I'm gonna put it up at some time.
Me, you, and partly Ryan.
Partly Ryan, partly Steve when they came in pissed. Oh, you
After
were
Leeds
pissed, I
first.
think Steve were pissed.
Oh, are we doing it here? Wait,
Oh, yeah,
That was at your-
obviously, yeah. That's what I
your
think.
old house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the new people that don't know what that means, we had a weekly podcast where we discussed everything from games to movies to anything that we were doing, silliness, just a bunch of guys getting together to talk about the things we enjoy and sharing each other's company. And a lot of people resonated with it and a lot of people liked it. So we did it for as long as we could, and then life got in the way. But today is a special day. The birds are singing.
The sun is out.
The sun is out, yeah.
We've been out in the sun.
We've been,
I'm pretty
as
sure we've
Ryan
all,
says, we've
we've all got sunburn and sore heels and
now got skin cancer and sweaty ball sacks, but
On the moon lawn.
it's been totally worth it. We've got some beers, we've got a laptop, we've got a microphone, and we're doing it. So I'm once again joined with the reintroductions of the guy to my left, who is
Right.
otherwise known as the Gunslinger, or Sling 23.
Oh yeah, Sling 23, yeah.
The first guy to my right is,
Love it. I'll do.
look, who just did a fart. Keeping it
No
graceful.
one picked up on that.
Dude, I'm going to audio again this motherfucker so high. It's going to just be slow motion.
It just waits to smell it.
When you, dude, trying to be professional.
he just farted.
I'm trying to hold it in, he just failed. He farted on his intro. He didn't even interrupt someone else with a fart, so we could all enjoy it.
He's on a wooden chair as well, just echoes.
Exactly. And the last person to introduce is the second guy to my right,
Yeah.
otherwise known as...
Trip bit picture.
Oh,
Well.
Tripping pixels.
So what do you think, McPixel?
So,
Think Aiden.
Such a fag.
I remember when you used to be cool. When you used to be the
No, we're never cool.
You've always been cool.
TRWA.
With your Pac-Man video games.
But yeah, now I'm sat inside and
Decided to change your game tag, and you broke the system when you did it.
yeah.
Because you didn't pay.
I
And I
thought
thought you had to pay.
you can. There's a thing you can do with Windows Live. I had a big FAQ up on it. If
Oh.
you've got a win game for Windows Live, it was just did.
I'm tempted to do it, me, because I want my name capitalised, because it fucks me off that it shows on my profile capital S.
You can't play anything still work. I got told it don't work no more. You can
Uh,
get complaints against you.
I don't know, I hadn't had a game
Oh,
tag as offensive
been a while
as
since
Porch
I've heard
Monkey.
Remember that time when Josh went on holiday and I went to his profile and changed it, like, I hate Asian. I was using the real bad words because I wanted to see what happened to him. I put loads of like awful stuff on it.
Racial slurs, he's trying to say
Yeah,
it politely.
yeah. I put just all this awful stuff on it, and He came back from holiday. His profile banned.
He's got like 24-hour bans.
I know my mate once got a free name change because his actual Xbox Live name was Captain Titwank.
This is before the kid was spell checked.
No, he spelt it. He spelt it with like.
Did he do 8s?
He spelt it away so that, do you know, like, because cock spelled C-O-K don't register as cock.
Yeah.
So he spelled it like that.
Yeah, like the cock spotted.
Yeah.
How'd you get what?
Like, I say, I used to have an account called That What Dickhead.
Which is something that only people in this area will understand.
I think not a lot of people understand what we're on about.
No, it's just one big white noise for most.
Did you know I only got told the other day? When Yorkshire people travel the world and they say cunt and dunt, people don't recognise it as doesn't and can't.
Couldn't.
Yeah.
Or couldn't or whatever. Because
I wonder why. I rate couldn't do that. You couldn't.
I said, one of my trainers went to Scotland. She was doing a big presentation for all these people, and she said, "Oh," and then they couldn't do it, and they were all like,
"What?" What I said?
It's all Scottish. You think Scottish should click on?
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's a regional dialect, isn't it? That's what we picked up in this area.
Well, can you imagine, like, I just couldn't. And it's like, what? Just what? I just couldn't.
Just imagine you're a teacher in a primary school. You're in a different area. You've moved away with your girlfriend, doing your thing. You're in a school, and it's like, so have you ever done this before, sir? Oh no, I couldn't.
It's like some bad grammar.
You just see the moderator spit his coffee across a small child, and there goes your job prospect because of your dialect. It's madness, just because of regional things we pick up. Yeah, where did that come from anyway? Just your random manager.
Yeah, she just mentioned it. That she went out. Well, I've just recently got a new job and I've been through training for it. So, yeah, I had a pretty awesome trainer, and she told us all sorts of weird little stories about that. So
cool. Well, we should probably bring it back to games, seeing as that's usually where we start, or where we used to start. And normally we would go around the room and say what you've been playing and discuss and just kind of verbalise that kind of stuff. But I don't want to do that just yet. I want to address the bigger things, because we missed out on some pretty big milestones in stuff to talk about. And the most recent one is obviously the Microsoft reveal.
Boy George did fall out his garden in 70. Boy George Michael.
So
he fell out of his car.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
You know how they usually find him passed out in his car?
Yeah.
Well, this time he fell out of his car.
Moving at speed.
70.
He opened a bag of cocaine and he spilled on his window as he was trying to.
He said he fell asleep at the wheel.
It's like it's a fail-safe mechanism. It's like an ejector seat. Boom!
You just snorted.
No, that was a snort.
It was excitement.
Sorry, I need to take it away from here to bring it to George Michael.
No. How does one fall out of a car at 70 miles per hour?
Well, obviously falling to sleep.
I didn't see the entire story. I thought I saw Boy George picture a car, so I thought, oh, he's done it again. Fell asleep stoned in the car, which I don't think that's big a bad deal. It's not driving.
Maybe he was so high. Maybe he was so high when he reversed, he took his door off.
But yeah, there's some really weird news lately. There were obviously a Chinese kid getting stuck in pipe that we were on about. Did you hear about that?
Pipe in toilet.
Yeah, well, they were in toilet pipe.
Well, like the system.
You know how Chinese people only have one kid, otherwise they fined and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Well,
and if it's not a boy, they kill him.
they tried flushing it. Well, they did. They flushed him down the toilet. 3 days later, somebody had crying in a vent. They came, cut pipe out, took him to hospital, cut him out of pipe. Baby was still alive after 3 days and been stuck in a shit pipe.
Wow. That must have been a clean shit pipe.
But
I wonder if he ate the shit.
yeah,
because babies kind of just feel the world with their hands.
There's not else they could have done.
Bear
It's gonna be
Grylls
rock
too.
hard, innit?
Bear Grylls too. Chinese Bear Grylls.
Do you know they say if your kid drops food or drops a dummy or whatever they're young, you just wipe it off and get them. It helps build their immune system. That child is gonna have one shit hot of
Yeah.
immune system.
He's got a career right there.
Well, the problem is he's going to think it's a buffet when he goes to the toilet next. It's going to freak some kids out. I'll tell you what I did hear about, which is not exactly the nicest thing to talk about. Did you hear about that dude who was wearing a shirt that said "Help for Heroes" and he got his fucking head cut off?
Oh, you mean that in
Street arrests.
London? Yeah, I've got some pretty like, you know, they basically did a public execution.
Yeah.
And the people who did it should be hung in the streets for me. But
Well, shot him, didn't they? They didn't none of that shit. They didn't even try him.
they're in hospital.
Yeah, but they shot him without. They didn't even fucking give him a chance to surrender. They shot
Why
him.
would you?
Well, no, I'm saying no. I hope they do, and I hope they put him in one of them awful prisons. People get bummed.
No,
every day,
no. They should hang him in the streets because they've performed a public execution, therefore we should perform a public
Yeah, but
execution.
when your friends get fucked up every day
No.
and hate every day for the rest of their life.
I don't know, man. Fundamentalist extremists with, you know, religious motivations where they're bending essentially a book about peace and love into that. That is just fucking crazy. But damaging war memorials.
Do you know when people burn poppies in London like 2 years ago? They got a £50 fine. A guy spray painted a poppy outside of a mosque, got a month in jail.
I'm sorry, but
Sorry, he got 12 months in jail for spray painting a poppy outside of a mosque.
you should be fucking exiled.
There's a guy, Neo put a video on Facebook, or a guy who's like a priest or whatever in a mosque, I don't know what proper term is, and he basically preaches saying, if you've got a problem with this country, if you don't like where this country's run, if you've got some sort of problem, like idealist problem with this country that's your own, not with this faith, hand your passport in and go home. Because if you don't want to be here, don't be here. And then he tries to push them out of the country, because what's the point in them being here if they're not going to follow the system?
And biggest problem with all that is it makes this bigotry and it funds racism because people think that all people who believe in Islam are that way.
Yeah.
They don't realise that it's a faith. It's like any other faith. It can be taken into completely different directions. Just fucking psychos.
Have you seen that EDL guy give that like 20-minute interview?
No, what does EDL stand for?
English Defence League.
See, I don't like it already.
Basically, right, what he's saying sort of I agree with, but it's because it's a young group, it feels like they don't know the right way around it.
Well, the thing with it, Lummy, is a lot of what he's saying there is based in truth, but for the majority, it's racist.
Yeah.
It's extremely xenophobic.
He basically said he's read into Islam and Muslims and all this, and says it's like, do you know how we've got like Methodists and this and that and
all different denominations.
Yeah, it's basically a certain house within the Muslim community that's spreading this sort of ideology about doing things in God's name and all that. And this brings me back to that priest guy. Like I said, I don't know a proper term for him, but he said there's no God that will forgive murder.
Exactly.
So it just don't make sense.
There's no scripture that justifies it. It's just people bending words.
All religion is the same, just told a different way. So I don't see why it's such a big deal. Why somebody believes in something else.
But for me, I mean, I didn't really want to take it towards the religious side because it's one of those things where you can't really say anything without getting a backlash for it, because you can't even put out an objective perspective without being called a racist, because unfortunately it's just the ignorance that exists. But somebody's wearing a shirt celebrating people that essentially have kept some countries free and helped a hell of a lot of people, and you cut that motherfucker's head off for wearing a shirt who's got nothing to do with that. You don't even know that person. For all you know, he could have been your same faith.
I was walking out an army base, weren't he?
Yeah, he was.
And he was fucking hell. Well, anyway, there comes.
Who does that though? You'd at least shoot him a few times.
Thing is though, they proper like sucker punched him and fucking ran him over. They didn't even fucking go up to him, so they'd probably fucking knocked him out.
Thing is though,
it's so sad.
They did it to get in papers purely because they didn't run. They did it and stayed there. Yeah, they did it and stayed. So they obviously did it for a reason. For look at this, look at what we're doing. We're gonna do more. We're in this thing. Like I say, it's all you're treading on eggshells when you talk about.
Isn't it funny though that you can either run over a soldier outside a military base and cop his head off, or you can sit in a garage with a couple of beers and a nice sunny day. I know which one I'd rather do in the grand scheme of things.
I heard that Cameron turned around and said they're going to pretty much ignore what's happened and they're not going to react to it.
Well, they can't publicise it because it'll just incite more.
Well, I feel like something should be done about it.
Oh, like, no doubt, yeah.
But when I heard that apparently we're just going to fob it off and be like, oh, well, it happened, world keeps on turning, it's a bit wrong in my eyes.
I don't really concern myself about that prick says. I think the government we're going to it's the biggest set of clowns we've ever had, and I think they're fucking the country more than any other. Do you
know what's going to win Labour back into Prime Minister? Like being in charge of the country?
Yeah, because fucking...
They've turned around and said, for people who want to live in this country from a different country, have to be able to understand basic English. Straight away. You know, because there's all these foreigners coming in.
What is basic English?
They've got to be able to read so much. It's got to be at a certain educational level.
Don't get me if you're from a country,
level or something.
If you're from a country that's persecuted and you're doing it to get away from that country, you know, for right reasons, let them in. Then obviously teach them for it. But, you know, I want to say you can't get English, you can't read and write English. If they're seeking asylum from oppression and stuff, then let them in straight away.
It's got to be circumstantial. Like if you're somebody who wants to come over here to work and then send money back because the exchange rate is significantly better, then I think they should be tested for that, because that's somebody coming in of their own volition. If you're running away from war crime and from seeking asylum, as you said, then that's different, because you need help at that point. You're not just going to another country to try and make a better life for yourself.
The thing that I heard as well is apparently if you've got a child in a different country, you can claim child benefits for that child whilst working in this one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But then again, other countries and the way that they handle kind of benefits and all that kind of stuff, it's insane.
For immigration, Australia's got one of the best ways. If you're not supplying a trade that's going to benefit their economy, then you're not allowed in.
Exactly. It's why Australia is idealised, because it looks like a great place and it looks like it's people who want to
everything
do something.
Wildlife can kill it.
Yeah, everything in that place is designed to kill you.
Well, I've been talking actually a lot
Swimming
with
knives.
Yasmin, so I'm trying to get Yasmin to move over there with me some point in the future, and she's terrified of spiders.
You do know that Australia's got pretty shitty internet, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that goes that dream.
Australia.
You realise you can't get porn on their internet.
Censored games come out 6 months late.
Yeah, so
Left 4 Dead.
I hate you guys.
Left 4 Dead came out and it had no blood, no dismemberment, no. It was just.
You have to remind me this.
You're
stuff.
shooting
I forgot all.
stick
When you shot them, they disappeared.
Oh, dead bodies that stay on floor, do they? No.
But that's when it did come out, dude, because it was 2 years ago.
And also,
I've been sending you have to send them over to me.
Also,
You can also get a
if
power
you
console.
want to play a game with us when you're in Australia, his connections just won't be compatible
Yeah.
at all.
It's difficult to even hear you across chat.
I got a kid on my friends list who's from Australia. I think he had me through this.
Yeah,
called the
Thirsty Games,
yeah. I've tried playing Halo 4 with him a few times, and whether it's my host or his host, it don't make a difference. I'm in green, he's in red, or he's in green, I'm in red, and that's just
When
what it is.
Paul went to Australia, he jumped in one of my Black Ops games and invited me to a party. They're like, yeah. It's like, dude, you're not on 9, what's happening? And they were on a red bar.
Remember that time? I apologise. Remember that time when he was trying to jump in that Black Ops game, and he was party leader, and he's like, Paul, you're getting kicked all the time. What's happening? And you were sat there just kicking him.
Well, nobody told me.
Thing
Just
is,
Ryan laughing.
Wait, I didn't know. Nobody knew. We were just laughing his arse off.
I'm pretty sure I knew.
That was funny.
He got in game for 5 minutes, and I did the finest tomahawk that I've ever done, and threw it like cross map and hit him in the head. And I was so proud of it that he got booted. Because the
Rage quit.
started kicking him out some more.
I don't know what's happening. I'll just keep leaving party.
Oh, I love that Xbox.
That is so
We need to
weird.
get back on the topic. What were we on about anyway? Xbox One.
Yeah, we're going to go into the
Yeah,
Microsoft-
sorry.
about
the
George
whole-
Michael.
No, yeah, and the whole religion thing.
Chances are I'll probably chop that bit up and leave it till a bit further in, just so that anybody who's new listening doesn't think we're all politically minded and talk about.
We might just want to cut it out altogether.
No, I'll keep it in because it's
I
valid.
had great input, to be honest.
Yeah, because you just say it for about 10 minutes.
No, it's literally it's a minefield, dude. Like, I can't say gay in a video without somebody being like, "You are so against homosexuality." I can't say bitch in a video without somebody saying that I'm a misogynist. So everything you say gets analysed by retards, and I don't care. So fuck the police. But as we all know, May 21st was it?
Yeah.
Mr. White Teeth and his blazer and his fake hair looked like Tom Cruise on
Who
steroids.
doesn't know how to say Xbox? Xbox! Oh, so annoying every time.
Just love it when he built it up. He came out onto the stage, talked for 20 minutes before he revealed it, lingered on the name before he said it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present television. Xbox One.
Xbox.
And they showed the console. It was on the big plinty thing. What did you think the console?
Right. I saw a console and I thought, that looks like an old video player. But then the more I saw it as the presentation went on, the more I liked it. I'm gonna say I like the design of it.
Like
it's
a-
it's boxy, but it's kind of like, it seems very simple but very modern at the same time.
Well, if you can play both Blu-ray and VHS, that's probably good.
That's not that big attachment on.
You know what? I reckon they would sell so many if they put a VHS player in it, because all them old people wanting to watch the VHSs.
They does,
over that
they
shit.
does.
Oh yeah. Oh, we just turned Connect off, Ethel. I'm gonna put a VHS in.
Yeah.
Xbox VHS. Okay, Gary. VHS. I personally thought it looked like a VCR, like you said.
I think everybody did.
When it panned around, I'm like, that one vent, two vent, three vent,
Have you looked
entire vent.
Have you
on
looked
the
at
top of it.
attachments for it though? It's got an HDMI out
and out.
in,
Yeah.
which is quite interesting.
Do you know why?
I think it's so you can plug your Virgin box or whatever into it.
There is that, so it can get its connection to your TV and everything, but also it captures.
Yeah, I saw a little bit on that. It's
Capture
going to
cards
make
are
capture cards
obsolete,
obsolete, isn't it? Which
It's
sounds
going
a
to
bit-
damage the capture card market, but it's all indicative of what is the quality of the capturing. Because
And
if it's
it's-
480p,
And it might be a capacity of it as well, because you might only be able to capture.
Exactly.
To your hard drive.
Yeah,
Which
which
is
is not just
500
that.
gig.
You might only be able to capture a certain amount of data, because that's the maximum you can upload.
it might be like how Halo handles it when you're not a premium member with their upload service.
Well, it's like YouTube. When you first join up, can't you only upload like so many minutes to a video? Like one video can only be so many minutes
15
long.
minutes limit.
Exactly. So if they only have a 15-minute limit on all their videos, and then there's people wanting to put up an hour's worth of footage, they're going to buy a capture
Well, it
card.
might even be the case of you have to upload it from your console. It has to be uploaded on the YouTube app. So you have to record it onto your console, onto your hard drive, and upload it onto YouTube.
You get a spinning wheel of death, and it'll take about a year to do it.
Well, no, but
You
it's
never know how
three
it's gonna
processors now for the dash.
That's saying that though. When they were saying, "Oh, this is the speed," and they were going like TV, web. That if that want a demo and that were genuinely
If that
happening
wasn't
there
somebody
and
playing
then,
a video.
yeah, if that were genuine and that were happening there and then, that is quick
At the same
Yeah,
time,
compared to what it is now.
it's Windows and it's Windows 8, and if it's built on a PC operating system, all PCs are quick for the first month.
Exactly. It's not
Yeah.
online, it's not got a million users, it's not
Yeah.
got everybody banging it down.
And then as soon as you start putting things on your hard drive and you start using it, and there's people
Yeah, but
on
they've
servers,
got a million 300,000 servers now, haven't they?
See, that is great news, that when they...
When they said it's got same computing power as what World had in 1999, I was like, wow.
Didn't even have internet in 1999.
Skynet built World in 1999.
Yeah. that was like a porcelain doll thing on that big fence.
And that little plastic bus.
Those palm trees are all going on at the same time. Not
I had
a fan
some
of
of
that.
that.
I'm already keen on
Cheap
that.
Copperberg
I had
stuff.
some of that at Leeds Fest last year, and it was the worst. It was the worst.
Recorder
thing.
League
Yeah, it was awful.
Premium Wild Berries is no
It was
Copperberg
awful.
fruit.
But I don't like Copperberg here, it's too sweet.
I don't like cider. Can't do it.
Ryan's face is going really red. I think you've got sunburn.
They might have
Probably
got some
have
on
to
his
be
face
honest.
a little
We've
bit.
been fucking walking for 4
What,
hours!
right? He's got 2 white lines around his eyes as if he had glasses on, but he hadn't. He
Looks
never
It's kind
had
of
it.
like a Kamachi. Like his war
And
paint.
the thing is, right, I don't leave the house. And he was like, oh, we're just going to go for a walk. 4
Raiden's
hours later, I'm like here, strolling on back home in the sun.
Just think how fast that turd's going to fly out of you when you have it, because you're all
And plus,
exercised.
before that, we were out cutting grass all morning. That were in the sun as well.
We're going to talk about that.
Grass cutting.
It was very successful.
Yeah, dude.
I
Xbox
felt
One,
manly, man.
Grass cutting connects.
That strimmer sounds like a right chainsaw. I was fucking swinging it around like a right fucking...
You ever caught yourself on that little bit of plastic it's got that spins around?
No, you're that little fucking that weedy one he's got.
That's like a moped.
Oh,
But Ryan cut something with that, and it like the head of the flower flew off and hit me in the stomach, and I literally was like, oh, I needed to sit down.
It's got some torque on it then.
It's got like a 30cc engine on it.
Have to put some wheels on
you
it.
lose one bolt.
Yeah, you, you fucked it.
Shut up. Let's get back on topic.
Lummy always wrecking things. Like Xbox One.
Just thought, I'll take this bolt off.
So,
Stood above the longest grass I've ever seen, and
Shut up. Let's get back on topic.
I'm surrounded by drains.
right, so Scott's the only one that actually likes the look of it then.
Yeah,
No.
I know.
I don't. What the thing with me is, I don't like the Xbox now 'cause it's curvy. I want it to be straight.
I don't
But that is the epiphany of straight, and I should like it, but I don't. So I don't.
What do you reckon to like new pad shape though as well?
The pad, I don't really.
The
I
pad
ain't got a
look-
difference
pad
with
looks
it. It looks the
fine,
same to me.
Pad looks fucking weird, man.
Did you see that?
It's that top bit.
You've got it.
That
I
top
don't.
bit really put me
I don't
off.
know if I
yeah,
love the
yeah.
circle. What's wrong with circle? But in the middle, it's nice. You could get to it, start and.
How many times did you accidentally hit the guide button though?
I reckon that's going to be
I
touch sensitive though. That.
I do.
No.
You got a little, and it's like buttons are now. You know, you just touch them.
The bumpers have been increased. They've got some
They've
height
got
to them.
localized vibration as well, haven't they?
Vibrations to each trigger. Yeah.
I also read something saying that each pad should last 7 to 10 years.
I read that.
I give 6
Bullshit.
months. I give 6 months.
Bullshit. They've
Well,
never
of
had me
course.
on them analogues. Because
Yeah.
mine are always bloody knackered.
Fall
We were
into
talking about this
size.
the other day.
Yeah, I was playing Geometry Wars 2 on his earlier, and his pad felt so crisp, I couldn't do it. I'm
It's
just
just so
flopping
used to
about
it.
when I have to go out with bad.
It's a fairly new pad though, to be fair.
Yeah, I really want
I'll
one.
add it about-
I've never used
I'll
one
add it
with,
a while.
with swivelly D-pad, and I swiveled it, and it felt right good when they were like raised.
They completely took that out on new one. They made such a big deal about putting swivel D-pad in. Don't exist on new pad.
There's 40. Is it 40 alterations been made to the pad?
Yeah.
That's what they
something
said.
like
on
that.
the
I'm not so
press
bothered, I
releases.
kind of like pad.
It looks more comfortable on back though, because it ain't got a big, massive
They've,
battery
they've
pack.
took out
hasn't
the
it?
battery pack area.
It's still there. It's just longer, isn't it?
It's inverted. They've got it the way, so batteries go into the pad, as opposed to coming out. But if you've been playing on a wire pad like I have, it's just gravy, baby. It's gravy.
But yeah, I think it looks okay. The only real thing that's getting me is backwards compatibility. It seems I'm going to have to keep my old Xbox, which they're already making this entertainment system. We've still got to have old Xbox with to play these older games.
So what they want you to do is download all the games on the map.
They're going to sell them all to you digitally.
Fuck that, I'm still going to keep it. The only thing that I don't like as well is the storage space. I've heard, and obviously most of this is speculation at this time, but I've heard it's 250 gig.
500 gig.
Alright, but you get 3 times that on the cloud. Yeah, and I don't give a fuck about the cloud. I never will upload stuff to the cloud.
The cloud storage is actually pretty good though.
I don't care.
They're emphasising it a lot. They want you to be interacting with the cloud.
I don't see why.
Where is it?
What you're going to have to do is save your, like, say I install every disc. So install your disc to your hard drive, put all your saves on cloud. The only problem with that is if cloud goes down, you can't play your saves.
But haven't they said something where now it's not a case of installing your games, it's a case of a mandatory install?
And then,
is it?
And then
I install them anyway, so that's not an issue for me.
What they got said is, as soon as you get it, you install the game, and your disc is redundant.
Your disc has got to be present to play it. I mean,
no. They're saying it's installed, and then it's installed for good, and that disc is.
Oh, but that's tied into the whole.
Like I said, this hasn't been confirmed yet.
This needs a disclaimer. Some of the stuff we're talking about may be misremembered facts. Please continue.
There's enough to use Microsoft in anyway.
Hashtag deal with it.
So why don't they just fucking do what PCs do and give you a product code and a disc? Because that's all.
That's what they're doing.
That's all they're going to be doing.
Apparently that's what they're doing. So there's no resale on them. You buy a disc and it's yours, and that's it. End of.
Product key,
You know what I'd really like?
But even PC games can be traded now. You can reactivate them, can't you?
But once it's uninstalled, you can reactivate a product key.
Sorry.
That's good. But what I would really like to see in this new generation, dude, you can grab your beer out your bag. They're going to understand we're drinking people. Dude, there's a dog back in there. There were fucking Annie and Lumley and the kids going past a minute ago. We're getting it all. It's ground zero, Gorilla building itself back up. And there you go.
I was so dramatic.
It was very underwhelming.
I could have done it all in one click, but
you could have done it without catching my attention, and we would have continued talking, and you'd have been fine. You'd have had the perfect smoke screen. Now I've isolated you, and everybody's blaming you now and hating you in the comments. Hate.
We're gonna get comments.
Yeah, anyway.
Do you know how many people comment saying, when is the next one of these?
I've noticed that.
Why is there no Timecop? The messages I get, I've got easily over 500 messages.
Because every so often I put a comment on when people say, oh, you need to do another Timecop, you need to do another Timecop, I'll put something stupid like, I don't like Ryan, I don't want to do it anymore.
Because everybody keeps saying like it's me.
I keep making up profiles and sending in the messages.
My profile.
No thirsty games, it's me.
My profile keeps telling me I'm not allowed to be me anymore, I need to be actually me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you need to be Ryan Slinger now.
Just like Aiden. He's a
Aiden, Drip Pixel Merrick.
Drip Pixel, brackets, Scarecrow.
When I walked in, after working that long ass shift, and I saw you three and Lou and Steve on your Xbox night, and I was looking through when people were looking through scores of Horde, and I was like, "Who the fuck's changed their gamer tag to that?" And then I went to bed, and I was just like, I spoke to them the next day, and it was like, "Oh yeah, it didn't change his day."
The thing is that you don't know how changing it.
When
I change it, I'm like, I like that. I know the 3 douchebags are gonna hate it.
Dude, I really said you hate mail.
Dude, it's how we're doing it, right?
Dude, I've had so many bad names in the past.
But I was talking to Craig, and I'm like, I like this name, and Craig was like, dude, it's gay. I like it.
I like Craig.
I know them 3 are gonna think it's douchey as well.
I think I've talked to him before. I like Craig as well.
Yeah, well, I thought they're gonna hate it. Fuck them.
I've been called. I was in a clan called Team Forbidden, right? So we all had T4B up front for a start. T4B one.
That sounds like an injection.
Hold on, yeah, it does.
T4B,
one shot Scott. I was like, yeah. And then as soon as I did it, I was like, no. I need to stop playing.
Well, look up right side. You've got a stripper name right there.
I think I got bile just listening to that.
One of the best tags I've got, my brother's got, and that's Lumbus Columbus. I love Lumbus Columbus, and I give it to my brother. I was like, oh no.
Before I even had an Xbox, I created an Xbox Live account on the website because I knew I was getting one, and it was Sling23. And then I got my Xbox, and it was still Sling23. And now I don't play my Xbox, but it's still Sling23.
What's with the 23? Is it your favourite number?
It's the day I was born, 23.
Cool.
See, I didn't know it, but
and I'm 23 at the moment as well, which also ties in quite nicely.
Yeah, it's like, it's got to be at least 5 characters long.
Is that why you've
5 characters? But then I couldn't have Lummy on its own, and then I looked, nobody else had it, and I was like, what? So my first one had a 7 on end, just because I had to have something else.
Yeah. All the reason mine's got a number on it is because I couldn't have it as just what it was.
There's a lot of seraphims. There's a lot of seraphims though, isn't there? I noticed when I go through like YouTube and stuff, there's always people with some sort of variation of seraphim. It's a very popular word. Name.
I think it's because it what it ties to, innit?
We've got the it ties to.
You see it a lot though. You see a lot, lot of variations on it though.
I invaded a guy the other day on Dark Souls, and his gamer tag was Chosen Seraphim. And then when I beat him, I sent him a message. I guess you weren't the chosen.
Who you should have put?
Look, there could be only one!
I didn't have a sword.
Yeah!
I did not have a sword. If I'd had a sword, I would have done the Highlander, but I couldn't.
I can't. Yeah! I'm glad to be here.
If I had a claymore, I would have totally done it, but no, I was punching him with the cestises.
With your punchy fists.
Yeah, me punchy fists.
Let us bow to the death.
Then I kicked him off at Dragon Bridge. And then I sent him an angry message. He weren't angry, he was just, I'm the real serious.
Bringing this back up, this is an old one, this, and I think we might have talked about it before. What? But that video on Dark Souls, where you were fighting that random guy, and I think you were in too much ice, you're in a cave, and he fell off that bridge, and you randomly jumped off.
No, you're saying
backflipped onto some fucking ledge.
I randomly jumped off. I intentionally jumped off. Gary.
Anywhom, whatevs. When he jumped off and you hit him with that, I was like, it was about 6 in the morning, so I was watching for it to work. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, he knows this guy, they planned this shit, bastard. And that was pretty fucking awesome, that. Yeah, I've never seen no quite like that, unless you see them like sort of battlefield-y things that people have. Yeah. Jumping out of jets and sniping each other and shit.
Yeah. I've never done anything like that ever, and that was from my first week of invasions. I've now done probably over 500 hours of invasions, and I've not done it like that. And I try. You know when you go into bridge and there's that rat room and there's that ladder that leads up into parish. I had 2 guys come up that ladder, buddies. And I was waiting on corner as they walked forward. I kind of went. I shot myself. I had a Drake sword 2-handed. I did the 2-hand, massive blast. Knocked both of them down and then fell and landed on them both and killed them with a drop attack. And that is the closest I've come to the awesomeness of that.
I hate that tower. Remember when I was playing this human one time, I got invaded, and I was halfway up ladder, he was at top of bell tower, so he invaded when I was halfway up ladder, I got to the top and he was stood there, he did that pulse, wrath of goodness or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, is that where they kind of do a little pulse wave?
Yeah, and he knocked me against the top of the ladder.
It's an AoE.
So he weren't knocking me off top of the ladder, and he was knocking me over doing that. He did it about 4 times and I fucking sent him some hate mail, and he did the most dickhead thing back to me, which made me want to find him and kill him. He did love that.
I once got invaded, and
Dark Souls stories.
Yeah, I waited for about 10 minutes. He found me, and then I jumped off bridge and killed myself.
I've only ever played Dark Souls once. I thought we were you, we were Ryan, and I was just determined on killing the Black Knight at the top of a tower because I wanted to be king of the castle, and that was it.
And it took him about an hour.
It took me about an hour, yeah. And there was a guy crying, and I just every time I walked up to him, I was like, "Look like you got some pain behind those eyes." Every time, and then I'd go and fight about Black Knight and die.
My most famous claim to fame on Dark Souls was when I was playing with you and we were in Analondo and I got invaded and he was chasing me up past the archers and I didn't know what to do because I was really weak and I was nearly dead, so I ran at him, tried rolling past him and knocked him off side of thing. He'd been chasing me for ages. I had archers trying to knock him off, and in the end I just tried getting past him and I knocked him off and killed him. I thought it was awesome.
I love that game when I got into it and started playing it, but I've never really been into the PvP, and the only times I've ever won any invasions is when they've killed themselves trying to find me because I've hidden well.
It's everything you just die.
Well, that's one way of doing it, and it works.
There's some people who stand in corners with them cloud rings on or whatever, isn't there? So they blend in.
In Analondo, I just used to stand on the rafters on the top where the mimics used to stand, and just stand there, and if they could get to me without falling, then they could probably kill me. But they'd have to find me first and then get to me without falling.
I were up there last night. And there was a guy in full steel armour with a big tower shield and a massive sword looking at the rest of the painted guardians. I'm walking behind him on these rafters. And I stood behind him and he's just there taking daggers to his shield. I waited for about 20 seconds, never even realised I was stood behind him on his camera. Like a big red thing. And I backstabbed him and he fell off.
I go back and watch them videos that you showed me of them people.
The chameleons.
The chameleons that stand in the same armour. Oh god.
Thing that annoys me about them is, right, you think this guy's awesome because he's doing something really stupid like
It's
that.
very mean.
And then when that guy finds out he's the guy, you know, the chanter thing, the chanting stick dancing, and that guy finds out it's him and chants back to him, and then he runs behind him and backstabs him. Like, dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy called Only Afro, and he does exclusively Dark Souls videos, and he does silly ones. And he's got one where he tries to lure people into being friendly. So when they invade him, he jumps up and does that, you know, really happy jump thing. Then he starts doing the trident dance with the trident, and they come over to him and start bowing, and he's messing about, he's running in circles, he's doing his taunts, he's doing his trident dance, and then as soon as he gets their trust, he pulls out Dark Bead. And to your guys, you probably don't really know what that means, but especially Lummy's confused now.
I'm lost.
But imagine a magic shotgun. And I know that sounds much better than what it is, because it's not a shotgun, but imagine how a shotgun works. The closer you are, the more damage it does. And Dark Bead is a spell that fires about 8 black projectiles.
Is it since I stopped playing? Have they added new stuff?
You still see this.
Oh, right, okay.
And essentially, you know, if you're close to somebody and you hit them with it, game over, man. Game over. If you were wearing stuff to enhance it, which this guy was, you'll insta-kill anybody. It's ridiculously powerful. So he's doing his little dances, he's trying, and they do their little dances, and he just slows it down. And just insta-kills these people. And you just see him slow motion die, and he cuts the next one. It's like fucking dance music comes on. Death.
That chameleon one though. There was the one where he took his trousers off because he took ages finding him.
Yeah,
and the guy found him and took his trousers off, and he just gets that fucking massive dragon's tooth out and just goes skadoosh. He's like, oh, dead.
Glorious stuff.
Fucking, I love dickheads, mate.
But back to Xbox One, because we can always talk about Dark Souls when we go around, because I've been playing a shit ton of it, because I'm sad. So we talked about what it looks like, we've talked about the pad.
We talked about memory a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit about the memory, a little bit about the no backwards compatibility, because it's completely
let me just
different architecture.
get another thing on the memory. I don't see, you know, the cloud thing, and we're all saying, oh, cloud's good and that. Why do they want us to save it to cloud? Wouldn't it be better for us to save it locally? Why are they promoting cloud so much?
I think it's
do they get money from it?
I think they do make money from it. The cloud's really, I mean, at my work as well, cloud's really big at the moment. Like, we sell cloud at work because it makes a load of money. And with Microsoft, you normally get you used to get like 7 gig on the SkyDrive for free, and then they sell if you want any extra.
Yeah, if you joined it before a certain time at 25,
yeah.
I've got that.
So cloud does make companies quite a lot of money, and it's good for people. You can go and access your saves anywhere. Log on to any.
I like having physical memory though. That's the thing for me. I really like having it on my local.
You've been using cloud storage for a lot longer than you think, because the internet is cloud storage.
I know, but still, I like having my saves and all that on my thing. I know it's impractical and it's probably better to have it on cloud, but I like having all my stuff hard there in front of me.
You can, because you've always been able to. You've always been able to copy saves.
I know, but still, I like having it all on my hard drive. This cloud thing, I don't like putting it on cloud. I don't like taking it out of my Xbox.
It makes me wonder if they get money for the amount of people that use it.
Yeah.
You know, like on Xbox Live.
They've got it. They promote fuck out of
money
SkyDrive.
if they're still using your.
Mm-hmm. Would you be a Christophine? Would you be like a Christine? Or would you
Christophine doesn't work. It's not even a word.
Like that. Oh, Christophine came from Christine.
It's not even a fucking name. That.
Right, well, Christophine totally works.
Why?
Because that's it. Huh?
You're gonna be one of the people that names your kid a word that's not right.
I'm gonna name. You know what? I'm gonna name my kid.
Doncaster.
I'm gonna name my kid Shoe, like the guy off Blue Dragon.
Donkey Drum and Shoe.
Bacon and Shoe.
Lamb Drum, Donkey Drum. I want to be good. Fucking no. I would probably be Christine, not through choice, but through just no. I would What did my mum say? My mum told me the other day if I'd have been a girl, she'd name me.
Well, yeah, that's when I asked Debbie. That's what she said. I'd name myself what my parents would have named me if I was the other sex.
Are you back on this?
Yeah.
I was either going to be called Daniel or Ashley. They were the names.
I wish I were called Daniel. I love the name Daniel.
I should be called Anthony.
And we both got middle name Daniel.
Yeah, my middle name.
We didn't figure it out till like knowing each other for like 2.5 years or something.
I saw a letter that came through post when we used to live together. It was like, "Is your middle name Daniel?" My middle name's Daniel.
You got so much in common. We should hang out.
Are all y'all wanted some shepherd's pie?
I want some shepherd's pie.
Oh, I know you'll want some. Do you want some?
If it were there or eat it,
Do you want some?
if you ain't got
I'm
problems
alright,
for
Are you sure
it.
you're alright? Because Debbie's cooking some anyway. It's going to be a load in it. So.
What time frame are we talking?
About an hour, maybe a
I
bit
can
more.
probably eat some, yeah, if it
Alright.
needs eating.
And if you're going to tell her when she puts it down, she's just gone mental.
My bad.
I always.
Why is it mental? It's not going to fall in.
Oh, I just got cramp in my foot like a
We put the
Oh my
seat up.
God.
They can put the
Yeah, that's
down.
why. Why don't they pick it up?
What happens? Do you get cramp?
Christ, I just got cramp in my
Cramp
foot. Like,
sucks dick, man. Get that shit done.
I've been fucking walking for 4 hours. I'm surprised I got no worse than cramp.
It's like when you yawn. That. If you've heard
Oh, when
of
it like
that.
locks.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Like a ferret. Just trying to punch your face.
Yeah, but you think you sat there, do you ever know all day you yawn, then you're like, and then you try and like look as if it's normal, so you like gritting your teeth through it like, I'm good.
It don't work. Human body is
Fucking chairs, man.
an instrument.
Right, sorry about that.
You look really comfy in these.
Well, me?
You look comfy, I'm like fucking...
You know, I'm trying to air my balls, that's all I'm doing. There's no comfort here.
Did you stop it where I got no? Carry on going.
Nah, fuck it.
I can always edit it.
Ah, sweet. No, I mean, did you carry on talking about shit?
Yeah, about you and Debbie.
Alright.
It's filthy
Now we
bait.
start talking about Ryan's... What would we call for a girl?
Alright.
What is the variation of Ryan for a woman?
That's
Paul.
actually stupid.
Is that why you don't want to answer it?
You know, right?
We could be Danny out.
Just be.
Reese.
Just.
Reese.
What?
You know about how much you love Daniel?
Yeah, but there is no female version of Ryan, is there really?
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Rhino.
I think I'm just really unique.
Casey Ryback.
Ryan?
You like a
Not
flower.
the name, just me in general.
I was gonna say, if I chuck every fucking 5 yards at it, there's a Ryan.
Oh, no.
Fuck you.
There's one side of me.
Boom.
You don't know the can, do you, Ryan?
He's called Blue.
Like Ryanair.
Apparently they're really bad at Ryanair.
People said that,
They
right?
charge you at the toilet. They charge you to go to the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Just in
Everybody
case you
says
wanna go for a
Ryanair's
shower.
very bad. My mate at work just came back from Ryanair. He did like the book, you know, the hotel tax and everything separately. And he said Ryanair, say it was dirt cheap and everybody rips on it. He said he got a super brand new airplane with loads of leg room and all sorts of shit, and then it pays for a roll.
I should hope it's the fucking new airplane. What does he think he's getting on?
Well, I get on fucking
Pedal
Thomas
on.
Cook ones like from 1992. They've got fucking about 5,000 seats in it. And you
Yeah,
can't
but
even fit your knees in it.
1992 planes had swastikas on them. Come on, man. They're not. Oh, sorry. They're not Boeings. They're not the good
I'll
ones.
tell you something though, you know, best plane I ever got on, like a fucking super rickety, old, awful plane.
I like one from Commando.
Because I had a 7-hour delay to go on holiday.
It's not a plane.
And then
It's a boat with wings.
and then this fucking old kid, we've got a replacement plane because your plane is fucked up somewhere, Thomas Cook and all this shit. Got on it, right? Yeah, it were old, there were no TVs, but the leg room were like fucking 10 yards on every seat. There were about 15 seats in the entire plane, it was the comfiest ride I've ever had. Yeah, wings looked like they were going to fall off, but it
And we
was comfy.
crashed.
When we went out to Bahamas and we got off the big jets and we were getting like the smaller ones to go from the international airport to like the local airports, they only have like 10 or 15 seats.
The
on one
diminishing
plane.
quality
Them
as you go
propellers.
through.
I would never get on a
Yeah.
plane that's got propellers.
Sure, fellas.
Freak me out.
Well, it's just an engine, a massive
It's
propeller.
turbine. It makes me feel better. Worst plane I've ever been on is Honor Air, and I was going to Turkey. And when flaps came down for it to land, I could see rusting wings, and I was like, I don't want to be on this plane no more. Because I've got a fear of flying anyway. But best plane I've ever been on was BMI when I went to America, because they had every Game Boy Color game ever made into Central Console.
Did they have a...
Some of them are really good.
14
consoles.
megabytes.
What was that Pokemon you
Exactly.
had in?
Oh, Pokemon Jade.
Jade?
I went to like Greece or somewhere, some very shitty place. No offense, Greeks.
Oh, it was so good.
It was some island off the coast of Greece that wasn't necessarily Greek. It was Greece, it were awful.
Crete.
And the thing they had loads of Pokemon games, and I had Pokemon Red at the time. No, I think I'd just got onto Silver.
Was silver
Oh,
at that point? I don't think silver were
yeah,
at
well,
that
it were
point.
around, you know, the first
Why
sort
was it
of
silver?
first gen.
Gold was much better than silver.
Shut up,
Silver
Gabe.
great.
Well,
Silver
it's
Carry on.
No, silver better, silver for men.
Ho, you ho.
That hoe owe me some money.
The only thing I hated about having gold was I couldn't have a scam.
What? When first saw that?
Well, the t-shirt.
That owe me money. But yeah, and we were in every like shop, you know, selling knocked off cameras and stuff. Because it were all shops that were selling cameras then for some reason. They were all cameras and games and mechanics. And
Dogs.
crazy dogs. And they had Pokemon Jade, and I was like, this is some new shit that nobody's heard in UK. I'm gonna get Pokemon Jade, go back and think I'm a proper cool one, I'm gonna trade stuff with
That
it.
snake's got gems on it.
So I had a fucking stupid snake. Alright, I took it back.
Oh, it looks so good.
It played for about 10 minutes before it crashed. It turned out what they'd done is they took a Digimon game from way back in day where you were in Electric Land before they changed it to Internet, you know, for series on Digimon. Alright, well, say Internet, but you were in Electric Land you were in. And you went into a tree and went into Electric Land.
And then you were looking
Was
for
it
a snake.
called Electric?
And then you were looking for a snake, and then the game
And
crashed.
it crashed. You never got the snake.
And I
Heroine hero.
It says like chasing the dragon.
It's like I got home.
And I tried.
I put it in my Game Boy, so I left my Game Boy at home, and tried playing it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've been waiting for a week to play this new Pokemon game, and it's super cool at school. And you know what the thing about all this is, you know, over years, after I've lost all shit moving out, and I've got rid of loads and loads of
Still
shit,
got
I've
that.
still got it.
And this is that moment where it does a cut to me holding the box as a close-up, and then it look at me going,
Dude, I'll get on
What the
tonight.
fuck is this?
I'll send you a picture of it.
dude, I remember it, I can remember it.
Dude, we'll put it on
It's
the
a
picture.
sideways like purple snake with fucking gems all over it and like a crazy background.
Dude, I'll send you it. You can
Pokemon
put it on
game.
one of Pictures for video.
It can be picture for podcast.
We found out side of it.
Pokemon Jade.
Van Damme pulling a stupid face, like karate kicking it. That'd be min.
Just put Van
Yeah, yeah.
Van Damme's face on the snake.
We got to have Van Damme doing his laying down star drums.
Shut up.
That Pokemon game was genius. It truly was.
So how,
I don't know.
Xbox One.
Giant tangent.
The console that won't end.
so how are they doing the whole arcade thing on it? I didn't watch the reveal.
You basically gotta buy everything again. It looks in it.
Xbox Live is being
What
enhanced.
about achievements?
They're being changed slightly to being so like from what I've heard and read and all this, you get a basic list, and then depending on how people are playing it, they modify the list and add ones in that make you play it a different way. So it forces you to do different things than what you're like comfortable with, I guess.
So the good thing about it is
They're more community driven.
there's going to be one mandatory community achievement on every list, which is terrible news in my opinion. But the cool thing is they're enabling the developer to add achievements without the need for DLC, without the need for any changes, so that they can moderate how the game's being played and shift
So
it
it's
if it's been
adaptive.
played wrong. Yeah. It's giving it more life. It's giving you a reason to keep your games instead of trading them in.
You know, I think what first step towards this which never took off, and it was a bit of DLC, but you know when Bioshock put in the new difficulty and the few potions and the achievements for doing
Yeah,
it?
brass balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
that free?
I mean, yeah, that was free.
Yeah.
I thought it was free.
I'm like, that were kind of the same thing just done years ago and never took on board since.
Yeah, they
It might have
basically
been a couple
added
of
brass
times, but-
balls on.
Yeah, but they gave you a new difficulty and went, here's a new difficulty, an
couple of
achievement and a
plasmids.
few plasmids.
Yeah.
And it was free, and that were cool. I thought, you know, more games should do it, and I think there's been a few things. I mean, there's a new difficulty on Skyrim and shit like that, but it's never been done quite as well as when Bioshock
achievements though,
did.
does it? It doesn't come with achievements
Yeah.
for the most. And like Dark Souls is a fantastic example. Fully fledged DLC, which is a great DLC, without a single achievement, and you pay full money for that. Full price for that DLC and no
The thing that
achievements.
fucks me for that is that Microsoft had little rules about achievements and stuff, which you could read on the internet, and they're all there. These are the rules for DLC. It asks, if you pay for it, it comes with achievements. And then sometimes they've completely fucked it out with
They're
it.
the
They're
same
their
rules,
rules.
same restrictions. They're the same rules that stop plenty of indie developers getting their games on that system because they have to abide by those rules, and then From Software brings out DLC with no achievements, so it's weird.
The thing that gets me about, and I'll go for a bit of tangent again, but you know on
George Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
Why, how did he fall out that car?
them apples don't, you can't fall into them.
Maybe one of them doors that open
Yeah,
up
did he have
sideways.
suicide?
He went down in DeLorean.
Oh, Lamborghini.
Maybe his tie got caught in the door, so when it lifted upwards, he kind of like lynched him out. Go on, what gets you?
This might be on a tangent, but it's going on to phone games. There's Xbox Live games on phone that have got achievements, and fully fledged Xbox Live games, and that's what they call them on phone, they're just live games. There's Farm Frenzy, I Made a Game of Zombies in it, and all that shit.
That song is amazing.
on Xbox Live on Xbox, they're indie games, or they're not on it. On Windows 8, they're just games, they're not Xbox Live games. But on phone, the Windows Live and the achievement enabled and all that shit. And
makes me wonder if it's easier to get your game on a phone than it is
but it's
moderated for console.
If they can do that, why can't they say, alright, it's done that, achievements can be on this other version of it, you know, that's what I think. I made a game with zombies in it on Xbox, it'd be awesome. I'd play it a lot more than I do.
Well, just look at it now. They're giving you achievements for watching TV. So now those TV shows you don't like, you can now sit through them for the pain of getting a 50G.
That can't take off.
That is the biggest marketing fucking poison I've
probably explain what we're talking about.
But look at us. What did we do when 1 vs 100 was free?
Well,
I'll tell you what we did. We got every Sex and City question right.
Danced like fucking morons on that just to get the achievements.
1, 2, 3, dance.
Yeah, I didn't.
I love that game.
I remember when I got the 7 questions in a row, right? I did that with Yasmin. Yasmin did that one with me. But she was answering a lot of Lovey questions, but we had like an entire quiz on Sex and City, and Lummy was like, "You proposed to a shoe, he got married in a library," and he was ripping them off. He went through all of them.
I think I got to 6, me and Danielle, and we always just got, when Wesley Snipes was 6, how much hair did he have?
When I got right giddy with that game because I once got in 100. You know, the actual 100 that you got beat again. I got the first question wrong.
Oh.
It was something to do with Isle of Man and some sort of festival, and it's like, is it a festival to celebrate the passing of yachts? Like, it's a yacht thing. The
growing of beards.
No, it was something to do with like a yacht race, starfish, or dolphins. Well, it's going to have to be a yacht race.
Obviously dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
I mean,
was it really dolphins?
Yeah.
At least you've remembered.
You learned from this.
I'm not happy, but I want happy. So I'm like, it's got to be, and then when I got it wrong, I was like, oh.
Not even got yachts now, man. I got robbed. Can you send them a message and complain?
I just danced.
in the shadows, just.
You know when I did that 7 questions right in like 7 seconds or whatever it was?
Well, it was just 7 questions in a row.
Didn't know. You had to do it under a second. There were times on them.
What?
Yeah. It will answer 7 questions in a row in under like it gives you time to read question, then about a couple of seconds you had to answer them right quick.
Oh.
But
I don't know.
I didn't know a single one of them. Yasmin knew they were all like rom-com questions, which I've probably seen now, but at the time I'd not seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and all that shit.
I just hated that it was limited to seasons, so when it stopped you couldn't get them. It's not like you can boot it up and do it offline, because it's just not there anymore.
See, that's the thing, it's like,
it were unfair.
1 vs 100 were going to become like every couple of months they'd do it again, and
you're pitching it like TV.
They made the thing like, 1 vs 100 were really popular, everybody loved it, made loads of money. Did they bring it back?
Did it really? If it made so much money, why didn't they bring it back?
This was what I read.
If they made so much money, why were it free?
Advertisements.
Alright, fair enough. We're always bring and decide.
Fillmybelly.com, Belly's hungry.
Yeah.
If you need to search for something, fuck Google. Bing.
I tried using Bing for about a week, it's quicker to type, but it's garbage, innit?
It's
views enclosed.
It's not quicker to type when Google's your homepage.
The best thing about Bing is the backgrounds. That is it.
I do like them backgrounds.
Yeah, they're really nice. I can't understand on the most recent one I saw because it was like lightning.
The only time I use Bing is on my phone, and when I spell Google wrong, and then it takes me to Bing. Saying, do you want to go to Google?
I've just got a slide on my phone that's Google.
Oh, I always type in just Google, and you know if you just put Google, like you put Google into the taskbar, it takes you to Google, doesn't it? Without .com or out. If you don't have Windows Phone, it takes you to Big Answers, and the top answer is www.google.com. So I just go for that.
I spelled YouTube wrong the other day because I was getting jazz hands on my keyboard.
Is it rigged to buy this domain?
I've got fucking 2 U's or something. Ooh. And it came, this is an attack site. We've just saved your damn life. You only put 1 extra U. You can get me a Trojan.
You think YouTube would buy all variations of its names so they always treat it the same thing? They're like a super company now. They own everything. Well, Google owns them, don't they?
Google.
Which own the world apparently. Still dodge tax.
Can you imagine Google made a console?
You know what I started using the other day?
Money.
It's a mandatory thing at work. We have to use Outlook and Google Gmail. And I've always been, Microsoft everything. I've always gone to Hotmail, which is now Outlook, and stuck with Outlook, and then you go on Gmail, and I thought it's going to be old and shitting because it's Google, and I went like it. And Gmail, it's so good.
I hate Outlook.
In terms of what everything it does, it's got. You can change your background. I've got a nice little pixel landscape. It looks really nice. I've got all this stuff. It's really easy to use. It saves it all right well. It's got Google Docs, which I don't know if you ever use Google Docs. We use them for like timetables and stuff. And as soon as you're typing it, other people on the same document can see what you're typing. It's in real time saved every second, and they're really, really good.
Like dynamic link, isn't it?
It's so good. And I already expected it to be shit because I'm so obsessed with Microsoft, but Gmail's swung me.
I love it when I'm setting laptops up at work and
Google's
people have got like the old school AOL accounts, and you go into it, it's like, you've got mail. It's like, yes!
Ask Jeeves!
Were you randomised when went to arcade thing and Dave got AOL over? You've got email.
Yeah. I still think one of the best email things, I know it's not real because we're on a film, and on Eurotrip, when he gets an email, he goes, mail, motherfucker.
Yeah, one of my mates said it for a text tone for quite a while.
Mine used to be, you've got motherfucking mail. Like,
you sound my mirror, so is it fucking for sale sign earlier?
You still got that Metal Gear Solid ringtone on your phone, or is
no, I stopped using it because Steve started using it, so I've gone to Chemical Plant. I've gone to Chemical Plant off of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 from Mega Drive.
That's pretty good. It's a good tune.
I'm on to DuckTales theme tune.
I can't change my songs and my phones, so I've lost my USB thing that worked right.
What's your ringtone, Ryan?
Some song. My message tones.
I got a feeling
it's raining men.
Hallelujah.
I love you guys. I think it's some Rise Against song probably.
Do you really want to hurt me?
What happens?
It's gotta be Funky Town if you can have something like that.
What happens is my phone vibrates and I pick it up. So. Right.
I'm just gonna say, that is the most feminine looking colour I've ever seen.
Talking about feminine colours, right?
What is that?
Actually, no, that's Polish for
wild berries.
Pre-menstruation.
What's it called?
Premium wild berries. Recorder League.
Right.
Recorder League.
It's the sequel to Kingdoms of Amalur.
It's very pink.
Talking about female colours, we had a curry the other week, and I had like a standard colour curry, like a nice bit of spice, like a bit of spice, you know,
like a bit of diarrhea.
No, what colour is it? Brown?
Like a browny orangey colour.
Yeah.
And Lummy doesn't like spice at all. It was like as cream as my dick. It was like as white as that garage door. Like his curry, it was like Ben Affleck. It was like the whitest thing I've ever seen.
Are you about my curry?
Your anti-spice curry.
Oh, my karma! Whoa, it takes a real man to get a karma.
I love commas. Commas are great.
I don't see mine. Why eat a curry and sweat and be in pain? We can eat a karma and be like, this is delicious. And bees will block out the sun.
Then we will hug in the shade.
It's because I've never like all my family like spicy curries. I like medium sort of to spicy curries. I've never seen a curry that's not like orangey or browny or like dark. And then he come
I had the Ben Affleck of curries.
Like seriously, like Debbie got hers out and it was like orange, and I got mine out and it was like orange.
Debbie has a hotter curry than me.
And then he got his out and it was just like Ben Affleck on his plate. It was like.
I have booners when I have them, so they're pretty brown but mild, spicy.
Commas are sweet. I like the sweetness of the commas.
I know never bought it.
It can be a bit like off-putting when it comes out. It's full on fucking yellow, and you just.
Yeah. I don't like commas with almonds in them. I don't like nuts.
I've never really tasted nuts.
Me and
it's got
Yazzle.
coconut in it. I hate coconut, and I still like it.
Me and Yazzle are
because it takes the heat out of it.
Yeah.
I love coconut.
Like the creamy curries, I love coconut. It just takes the heat out of it.
Oh, it's nice showing curries here.
This is showing everything but games at this moment in time.
Xbox One bleeds curries if you cut it up. And
me and Yaz got an Indian. We
but on Xbox One,
we'll have one of these. Can we have 20 poppadoms, please?
You can probably order
just
an Indian on your new Xbox One.
Yeah,
Xbox takeaway.
They're gonna
MyBelly.com.
put fucking Just Eat on it or something. They've got pizza on the American versions of the current console, so I can't see why they wouldn't put like Just Eat and stuff on.
Yeah. I
Pizza
can think of better ways to get ripped off.
Really?
Well, I was watching Rooster Teeth for the week.
They've also got ads though.
And yeah, they've got loads of adverts, but they literally can order a pizza on the American version, and the pizza is up on the TV, and you add something onto the pizza, and it comes up on the fucking
the
TV.
kitchen.
No, but you like
it's pretty much the same with Domino's.
You like add a pepperoni, and the pepperoni appears on your pizza.
Like a live
Really?
feed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then they click order.
I'm pretty sure we can do that too.
I know, but that's
And
awesome.
then you click play a game and it comes up.
I've never-
Do you want to Bing?
Bing and decide.
No, it'd be cool if halfway through a game it were like, you've been playing a while, maybe you should eat. Order a pizza.
Can you imagine that getting interrupted by an advert you can't skip?
But no, it's like 4. I've been interrupted.
So Microsoft.
I'm smoking. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you.
It's really bad.
I love cigarettes.
One each finger.
Like, do you know how to do a sunny side up egg? Let me show you this annoying 6-year-old. She'll show you. I love sunshine.
With those annoying fucking boots.
So,
I get it, she's living with a bunch of army people. I'm pretty sure they
Did
can
you
get
play
her
Metal Gear
shoes.
Solid 4?
No.
Did you?
I only played 1. In my
So-
4.
If you don't know, when you put the disc in, there's a mandatory install that
Yeah.
takes forever. But while it's installing, it shows you a load of bullshit.
With
Like
snake smoking.
snake Loading!
And he literally comes up his ear, having a good old toe, looking at us every time in his life. Smoking is bad for you, please don't smoke.
No one smokes in Japan. Their fingers aren't long enough. It's terrible though.
But yeah, and it does it about 4 times through the game. Just when you get to a new chapter, you're like, watch that chapter, watch the fucking 12-hour cutscene. I'm gonna get to the next cutscene, but I went too well, I like the cutscenes. Install in between them.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. And this is on a Blu-ray as well.
Yeah, I was watching Dragon Ball Z when I was playing that game.
I've been playing my DS quite a lot recently because I've got a 3DS XL, and
You got what?
a 3DS XL, it's like one of the bigger ones of the 3DS. And if, like when you've been playing for like more than 15 minutes, if you go to save it, it's like you've been playing a while. Why don't you have a break?
You might have epilepsy.
We did that, didn't it though?
Yeah.
Remember, we should have a little picture of that breezy window and like, go outside.
Go and have a break.
See your family.
So be active. I'm active, I'm waggling my hands about.
Don't
Let's get people to play our games by telling them to go outside.
It's like,
Please don't kill
it's
yourself.
like every time I go to save it, it's like you've had a great adventure today. Why don't you?
Why don't you stop?
It's like, or I could just continue.
Have you heard of deep vein thrombosis?
Oh,
I had to sign a sheet the other day at work saying,
With a
if I
DVT.
leave it from most, it's your fault.
With a DVT.
They came over and like, she goes, I could sign this form. I can see you sat in the proper posture. I was just sat down normally. She's like, just sign this form. It was basically big 20 paragraphs, and if I got deep vein thrombosis, I took responsibility for it.
What if you didn't sign it?
If I got deep vein thrombosis, they fucking suit shit out of them.
Yeah, but
Why
have
would-
you
why
got
would
to
you
sign
sign
that? If you don't sign it, do they
I'm
sack
not going to
you?
make a stink about fucking deep vein thrombosis. I'm not going to get it.
You're in a job where you're sitting primarily for long periods of time. That's generally how stuff like that can happen.
I get up and wander around. I don't. I hate them twats that stand up at the desk and
But the
start
thing with it is,
walking
you know, if
around.
you get deep vein thrombosis, it can break off, go to your heart, and you can stroke and die.
Yeah, that's how it kills you.
Yeah, it's nasty stuff.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if you got it, that's a question.
And you've got these really big deep veins, and there's this whole thrombosis.
No, but
have you seen Mummy?
No, but it's in.
Have you seen the Mummy?
Yeah.
You know the bugs get under the skin?
Yeah.
Looks like that.
What is it?
Yeah. Like a scarab under your skin.
Yeah.
Right.
Or is its way to your face?
Isn't that like varicose veins can do that, can't they? With it?
Varicose veins are just.
No, but they can bubble out.
Have you seen how they get rid of
them?
They put
They rip the veins
laser.
out.
Yeah, but they cut it from like top of your leg or wherever you get them. They cut
Yeah,
right
they-
top and pull it all out.
They can
Yeah.
burn. They can burn
like
it down
weeds.
as well with a laser.
It's
I wonder if you can.
oh,
I wonder if you can somehow fashion them into tubes because they are tubular, and then put sherbet in them, like those really big sherbet things.
off your
Sherbet
tits.
veins.
Yeah. Awful sherbet.
No need to
veins.
crack it open. Just take a bite. Oh, yes.
Oh, if you cut yourself up and put sherbet in it, would it?
Sting.
Like,
Yes,
That's
sugar.
it.
Like fuck.
You know if it right, you've seen Alien Resurrection, haven't you? You know she's got like that little USB dock in her arm and a mole. If you put sherbet in that and it went into your blood, would that sugar take
Why
effect
would,
as
why
if
would
you
it go into your blood though if it's just a USB port? Because essentially that
Alright.
control. It'd be isolated.
Right, fine. You slash your wrist up and then jab a sherbet stick in it.
You get diabetes.
You'd be dead.
Instant diabetes. Your body just falls off like your fucking toes.
It just forms up in scabs. That's all it does.
Oh, that'd be so good.
But would you get the sugar rush?
I'm pretty sure you'd be dead.
Have you seen my toes?
It's easy way
I
to
think
get
because
around.
you've just slashed your wrist, I'm pretty sure you'd have more issues than I'm not getting my sugar rush.
Right.
I'm going to complain.
What I'm trying to
Well,
say.
dude, you might not get a sugar rush, but you're definitely painted ceiling.
Alright. All I'm trying to say, if you instantly put sherbet in your blood, would you get the rush you desired?
Wouldn't it have to transfer to your brain?
That's the thing I'm trying to
Right.
prove. If you just put it into your bloodstream straight away, would it give you the sugar?
I don't really get sugar
Rush
rushes from
thing.
sherbet. How much do you eat?
No.
I can go through a lot of sugar.
No, sherbet.
Oh, what if I have a fucking full tube of sherbet? I'm usually a bit
You get
jollier than what I
you get
normally
those
am.
little UFOs. They've got fuck all in them. You get really disappointed.
Paper and
Oh god.
Do you need them 10 pence tubes or well, probably about £1
Oh.
now?
Can you remember those?
Like Larry.
Those luminous
Yeah,
little
like
ones you used to
Larry.
get. Those big bags.
Yeah.
They were good.
I just used to get them big snakes, me.
Snakes.
When I was
Like Lanky Larry's, I think.
no, when I was younger, I used to get with them big jelly snakes with
Oh, right.
well,
soft bellies.
if I see them, I'll get for like pick a mixes. They usually do dip dab bags in and dip dab. Like 2 colours and a stick.
Oh yeah, I remember
And you
Dip
don't.
Dab.
You just rip the 2 colours up and get rid of the stick and just down it all.
There's this fat bitch that Danielle used to live with. She got 20 bags of Dip Dab.
Please tell me she snorted it all.
I think she did it in a day. This is the same person
Dip it in a shake.
that got multi-packs of Dairy Dunkables and sat there and did them all.
You just get a pack of crackers.
She put a double dip into
This is
the
like the
Dairy
same-
Dunkables.
We're talking, she got Battenberg cakes, she got caramel slices, packs of 6, and you just see wrappers, and
Wow.
and she's the same person who when she eats,
I ate that.
Oh, motherfuckers.
yep, and then she has the cheek to say on stuff that happens on TV, like, oh, I hate that, it's so rude when people do that, something food related that bugs her, and everybody's sat there just going,
I'm surprised you didn't say something to her.
well, I kind of did. Because when she made the quip about how somebody did something with food that she thought was disgusting and rude, I did this massive pantomime of choking. Like, oh! And like Daniel pat me on the back and like, oh, just choking on the irony. And everybody else is just, and she just didn't get it at all. It was so good.
Yeah, but some people are just that stupid.
Well, she's at university taking quite intelligent things. She's just that stupid.
That goes though. Look at people on Apprentice. All business smart people. When it comes to creativity, dumb as fuck.
Right, I love him to bits, right?
You can only be one, usually.
Yeah.
Creative
Steve
or-
does frigging maths at university.
And
the
if you
maths is
see some
very
of maths he
analytical,
does, it is big maths.
It's pretty impressive, but he is the stupidest person I have ever known.
But maths
You
is
know, we've
different.
never done a
isn't it?
podcast without bringing up Steve.
Steve is kind of the mule of the show.
That's-
We kick him quite a lot.
Oh god.
But that's the thing, he's got a maths inclined brain.
Yeah.
Everything else is just, flowers and stardust and
Pretty much.
lick a window.
And there's a lot of TVs. We should be able to hear and
Just
I can't believe it. You're still on that.
last time we had Xbox night, Debbie's in bed.
Oh yeah.
You've got quiet TV. I've got no sound. Chris has got an headset on. There's Steve playing Defiance, which we're not even playing together. We're on 9 million.
Get to the centre!
And it's just fucking
Are they
nothing
playing
but
Battle
explosions.
Theatre on the quietest possible
We're
sound?
all been
I'm gonna kill him! Get to the centre!
he has no concept.
No.
No concept at all.
But I don't think it's malicious, I think it's just,
Oh,
it's an ignorance, and it's an innocent
Ignorance
ignorance.
is bliss.
Yeah, it's like a naivety of his. But I don't really know the guy much, I just, what I observe.
But Xbox One, yeah?
Xbox One.
I mean,
Goodbye.
what else is there to talk about?
Kinect looks impressive.
I just wanted.
Connect is always on. The
Right.
console requires a Connect.
Apparently, people are getting scared about people spying on you. Not.
Yeah.
Well,
They've
Just turn
also
it
gone
on.
and said, you can turn it off.
Just turn it
So
around.
it's not always on.
well, this came up.
That girl just walked past and she's like rubbing your wall as she walked past.
Well, maybe she
Oh,
was.
it
likes
looks a really sexy
That
wall.
was weird. as
I was
fuck.
sat on it earlier.
Dude, you're walking past, stroking the wall.
Alright.
Maybe she just took a shit and she didn't have any loo roll.
Just need to get this shit out of my head right real quick.
And just wipe it on this bar.
We had a
Earlier
similar.
on they had a jungle, but right now I need to use this bar.
Oh, yeah, but you really want to torture me now, don't you?
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in a nightclub, where somebody literally left shit handprints down the side of a cubicle. I was like, oh, and then so they've gone out of there and gone, excuse me mate, let me just get past you and give somebody a little tap on back with shit fingers.
I had an intimate shit story the other day, if you want me to share it. Yeah, intimate because it happened to me in close proximity. I was on the toilet, doing what we all do, and you know that moment where, for whatever reason, you just decide to look behind you?
Yeah.
Little bit of shit on the seat.
Wait, we were house.
I was on the toilet in my own home, and the lid was up behind me with a little slug of shit on it, and I kind of, how does that got there? I did that moment where
It's that nice shit.
I got my little bit of tissue. I got it up. I put it away. And I thought, how could it get there? And the only thing I can think of is, you know when you've done a bit of wiping and you want to know if there's any more wiping required, and you kind of do the whole.
That's like
I got one.
that's an aggressive splash bar.
I just it was magical. It was one of those magical moments you can only share with a few friends in a comfortable environment.
You know these magical moments of on the toilet.
Yeah.
Me and you have had one.
Have we?
You know when we went. I'll discuss this and say it as in. It meant a lot to me when we went to that arcade convention and we both went into the toilet at the same time
And
we both did a shit.
Yeah.
And we were at cubicle outside each other.
Yeah.
And I think we exchanged a few words.
We
I was
did.
sat here
We had a
thinking I've never
little
felt
conversation.
closer. We've known each other for 10 years.
Was this
and
one
I've
at
never felt
Manchester?
closer to Chris.
Or
Yeah.
at Blackpool?
It was Manchester one.
Were
And
you playing battle shits?
no, we were just sat there like, well, this is a bonding experience. Yep, yes it is. That's all we got. But I've never felt closer. And I told Jasmine about it. She thought I was a right freak. But like,
Well, you know why? Because it's that moment where we were talking comfortably, unbeknownst to us, you just hear next to you. But overly
So
exaggerated.
we're all in a conversation between us, just people passing in and out. It's like,
There was people passing more than in and out. They were passing solids and everything. There were cubicles filled. There's just me and him talking in a
it's all
public
monster
toilet.
going through people. That's what that is.
Yeah.
you know, so a good.
It was funny though. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it really was a bonding experience.
Taking a shit together.
You
We
know,
were at.
Fist
You know
bumping
what makes
cubicle
me-
walls.
you know what makes me feel. Because you know you're at a toilet, a public toilet,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh god, I'm be quiet, I don't want to hear all. And you hear that one guy go, splash, splash, splash. You're like, oh fuck it, I'll just go for it now.
And then it goes super silent. You do a really effeminate.
But yeah, I'm so awkward on public toilets until I hear somebody else proper go for it. And I'm like, I can't beat that.
Let me just get my foot up here.
I heard some guy the other day singing. He was on his iPod or something. We were like, it weren't full on Saturday, seeing his ass off. We were like under his breath, like, oh yeah. Like, probably, I don't know what he fucking singing.
Just a smart
I'd be worried if somebody were in a cubicle next to me going, oh yeah.
And you thought he was singing.
That's the way I like it.
I didn't want to mention this, but I always go to end cubicle side of the disabled one.
Living
And there's a
in
guy in a wheelchair, and I know it's him because every time I go to the toilet, he goes in after me. I think he's following me.
Maybe he likes you.
But every time I sit, I hear it creak at wheels. Then I see wheels just go past the bottom of the door, and then he went inside of me, so I knew it were him. I know where it is.
Oh, I can smell that shit. No, anyway.
We were proper fucking busting some rhymes while taking a shit. Or even in a wheelchair, a wee. But we'll never know.
Anyway,
I'm going back onto game.
Significantly lowered tone. Thank you for that.
This, this whole privacy thing with the Kinect, right?
Yeah. Always.
At my work, there's been a similar thing go off because a lot of the new Samsung televisions, they came with like a built-in webcam on the top of the TV.
Is that because they're all you can control with your hands?
You can control some of them with your hands and voice controls, and you can also get apps on them now, so you can have like Skype on it and use it all through your television.
Yeah.
And so many people complained that they didn't think it was safe because obviously people can obviously hack through networks and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That they've actually on their newest televisions, they've made it so it's retractable, so you can actually, you have to be able to put the camera away if you want.
It makes sense, doesn't it? Really?
Because I mean, it's
Bingo.
it's not hard for people to do.
Mm.
To be able to get into your network and turn on your webcam.
I mean,
Like on that. That's highway with that dog.
if you touch this keyboard, you're stimulating a paedophile. But it's like on Uno. When you've got your little webcam connected on Xbox Uno and you've got Mr. Ku Klux Klan out in full gear and like naked fat guy on the sofa just...
Have you seen them on YouTube? Just put in like Uno or Bomberman, and then there's people popping up like there's 4 people in KKK hoods and that just playing Uno.
Well, way back when there used to be websites you can go to that and tap into people's webcams, wouldn't there? And they wouldn't even...
I don't know.
There used to be webcams.
It's a concern though. The thing with the Kinect though is it's not only watching, it's listening.
Yeah.
I think that's when it really intrudes, because when it's just stationary
Because if you
pictures,
exactly you pause your game, your Kinect's on, you take a phone call, bang.
Yeah, you're
Give
talking
me
about
details.
blowing up a building and you're done. Terrorist attempts thwarted thanks to
There's all
Microsoft.
sorts of stuff that you can...
It's a weird infringement on your rights at that point, but I don't think they could sell a product that does that because it is a breach of your civil rights, and there's going to be something that comes out with
it.
It can't actually be built into the. Is it actually built into the console, or is it?
It's a separate attachment, but the thing will not work without it. So it's
it
essentially
has to be plugged in.
It is Sega Mega CD.
Right, I see.
With Connect, and we all wanted Sega Mega CD 2.
Yeah, I thought Mega CD 1 were awesome.
Right.
It was in a few attachments that should have taken off.
Just
And-
awkward. I've just seen Joe Clofield.
And it kind of like inspired PlayStation.
Like the Mega CD.
Yeah, didn't PlayStation all stuff just came from Mega CD, didn't it? Or it from Nintendo one?
I don't know.
I think the PlayStation original was supposed to go to Nintendo, but they rejected discs or something like that, and then they didn't make a PlayStation and completely smashing Nintendo with it.
Well, they regret that. Sony ruled that period.
Going back then though, in Japan they were a SNES add-on which allowed you to download games from a satellite.
One of them.
Yeah, and there were about 6 games on it.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, way back when.
16-bit.
And I don't know what you must have needed for it. You must have needed fucking satellite dishes and that. Anyway, if
I'll
I'm
live
wrong
in
with
Japan.
any of this, please comment.
I live in Japan.
I don't know, man. What else did they actually tell you about it then?
I'll-
Because they didn't.
I'll
go
hear
into a-
one thing
They
that-
went into specs a little bit.
Going into phones and stuff, 'cause it's one thing I really know a lot about, is HTC One has just come out, the phone, and they're making a big thing about one, because they made 1X, 1X, and now they're calling the new one the One, and they're making about a million different variations of it stuff, and now Xbox One came out, when they are rival companies, so they both make phones and shit. It's like, why couldn't they have made it something different? They're proper just ripping off HTC with that.
I don't know.
What were wrong with 720? I mean, Infinity,
It's a stupid
I
number.
hated. Yeah, but it's logical, because every console's leapt those numbers.
I don't know, it just seems a bit long-winded.
Yeah, but dude, can you imagine saying 720? Like you say 360? Because I can. Because it's a number that makes sense.
I don't understand why they even have to bother. I don't know. I don't understand why they can't just call it Xbox.
Because there's an Xbox.
Yeah, but they don't manufacture them anymore.
But you know the worst thing is, you know when you say Xbox One, I don't think new one. I think big fucking
Like
block that
PS1.
plays Halo. Yeah, you think the first one, you don't think the fucking new one. It's such a stupid thing. And their argument is, it's entertainment, games, and television in one box. It's all in one.
And they can't call it all-in-one because they've got all-in-ones, which are obviously the all-in-one computers.
It's just dumb. It's just so dumb.
But I don't think it should be like, I think with HTC One and all that sort of shit, they just completely just jumped in before HTC. Well, obviously HTC isn't going to make a console at all, but when I see Xbox One and HTC One, I mean, they've come two separate things, but it still sounds very similar. And I don't think Xbox should have called it Xbox One at all.
I don't understand it. They seem super stoked about the name. And it was funny because there was a poll on IGN, which, you know, questionable resource, but 78% of people that answered the poll were disappointed with everything in that press conference. And I don't blame them.
Well, if they'd have gone, here's a game, he's that good, this is all this game stuff's going to be mint, everybody going, that's awesome.
They
But
showed
no,
games.
All gamers watch that to hear people going on about TV.
They showed games really loosely, but they showed them.
I know a lot of people that were very disappointed by it, that have had Xboxes religiously, and they're talking about getting PlayStations this time around because
It definitely makes PlayStation look a lot more enticing, because Forza is not a console seller. You know, FIFA
Uncharted
is not a console seller. And you know, you pitch EA exclusives and you bring out fucking FIFA and Madden, which you know is not going to be exclusive because they'd be cutting the bloody market in half.
Yeah.
Like, what's exclusive there? Dream Team player cards.
Yes, that's it.
That's all it can be. That's literally all it can be. And he comes out telling you, we've got next gen technology, sweat, paws, feet. Like, what? Who plays a football game so close you can't see the fucking other players?
The big thing with 360 or NBA what came out, and it had the players sweat when they were playing and stuff, so it's not new technology.
What did you
really,
think to that though? Have you seen that EA stuff? Because
Yeah,
you're the
yeah.
closest we have to an independent Forza guy, and
I didn't reckon
FIFA
much to
guy.
it, to be honest. I like when I was watching it, I just thought these because I like graphics.
Yeah.
And the big thing,
We all do,
because I was sat there
100%.
watching it with Debbie, and I said to her, the big thing with 360, or when I saw a football game on 360, I'm like, wow.
it looks amazing. It looks like
And-
TV.
Yeah, but I just wasn't blown away by it at all.
Because TV never goes that close.
The motions of people look a lot more real. Like, you know, like
Oh, the
with
meta game's
React
gonna be
and
amazing.
everything, but the whole graphics and everything, it just seemed like a
The
current
thing-
console.
Compared to PC,
Yeah.
just it didn't grab it, did it?
The thing is that PCs look a lot nicer. One, because obviously they can run a lot higher specs, but two, the monitors are designed to show a higher resolution than 1080p. TVs aren't. They're only designed to show 1080p.
Yeah,
So if the new Xbox One is only showing on a 1080p TV, it's going to look exactly the same as...
The thing I'll say about graphics though with Xbox One is like, I'm jumping forward, but with COD for example, this is Ghost, this, that, another. And the thing with COD is, for me, COD has never been good at graphics. They've always been first and foremost about gameplay, and graphics
nice
always an
graphics.
afterthought. But that's the thing, the new one looks good. So I can't wait to see what the people who focus on graphics are going to do with it.
Well, it makes you wonder what Battlefield engine is going
No,
to
but the thing with Battlefield is, because apparently it's coming out for 360 as well, so at the minute, any game, I've looked at it as any game that's going to be on both consoles is going to be capped. Because they're not going to create a game for Xbox One then dumb it down for 360.
But at the same time, if they're building it to a PC spec, which is not capped, how hard
That's
is
a
it
good
going to be
point.
to port it to the architecture of the Xbox One?
Yeah.
Your freezer going to be picked up?
If you open it, yeah.
Let's just click on that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, the mic will pick that up. But it's white noise, so it's
No, right, we're fine.
you know, compared to outside and everything and stones and things,
It's like Chris said, we're getting back on his feet with it.
it's going to be
Be rough edges.
guerrilla mode.
Well, back into Call of Duty, I ain't even seen any gameplay at all.
I just think that until
I saw some mocap videos in
Steve's
more about
really
dogs.
excited that there's a dog in it.
Who gives a fuck?
That kind of sums up with the topic we had.
The dog isn't going to do all good. It's going to be in on team and they're going to always
It's going to be really good.
You don't even know this. You
So
know
there's going to be a bit where you play as the dog.
I hope it does. Just like Dead to Rights.
Oh.
It's a great gameplay. It's awesome.
I just think that until televisions come out that can display a high resolution than 1080p, there's always going to be a restriction to how good consoles are going to look.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you plug them into a high resolution monitor.
Which is easy to do.
It is easy to do. It just
They're designed to do that now, though, aren't they?
But not as
It's
an
where it's all
entertain-
moving.
Not an entertainment system, isn't. An entertainment system is a family console you plug into your family TV.
Yeah.
It's not something you're going to plug into a monitor.
Plug your family in. I said you don't want to watch this? Well, fucking bring it!
I just...
Okay, Dad.
I don't know.
So, Remedy. They shot a game. For about half a second.
Is that the Quantum Break thing?
Quantum Break, yeah.
That's got live action and...
It's
digital.
fusing a TV show-esque aesthetic with gameplay, which is a mix of Alan Wake and Max Payne. They showed... Did you see this, Aidan, by any chance?
No,
It
I
was
did.
shit, wasn't it?
No,
I think it's the gayest name I've ever heard
I
though.
thought it looked awesome. It showed a little girl...
No, there's shit. No, I didn't say it was
Oh, I thought you
shit.
said shit.
No, I said it was a shit.
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
there's essentially you touch this little girl's ear, and you see the future or some weird thing, and it cut from live action to a pre-rendered frigate hitting a bridge, and then it did a couple of flickers to what I believe was in-game engine graphics because it was a guy getting shot by some bullets, and it was a dude wearing like a cop outfit and a bulletproof vest that said like SWAT on it, and essentially it's going to be Max Payne with supernatural elements on new tech, so I'm happy.
And a super gay name.
Dude,
Quantum Break. He sounds like Quantum Leap. Just
Max Payne.
Jumper.
Max Payne. Maximum Pain spelt wrong with a Y.
That's his name.
Yeah, exactly. And this is probably one of
Quantum
the...
Break.
Hi,
Yes.
I'm Quantum Break. That's
you
going to be the guy's name.
Are you Mr. Break?
Captain Quantum Break.
Call me Quantum. Or Q. Or Cute.
Oh, Mr. The name's Mr. Break to you.
Call me Captain Break.
The only really next gen thing I've really even kept any notion of tracking is Watch Dogs because it looks
Watch Dogs looks amazing.
crazy good, but it's again
How
one of the things
limited
it
is
looks
it gonna
so
be?
good.
How limited is it going to be?
Yeah.
It looks so good it might be awful. So Assassin's Creed looked like it had world of opportunities
Do you
for
remember
it
what
and
Brink
it was
looked like
garbage.
before it came out?
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Like a PS2 game.
I think we should a developer should get Brink
They've
And-
already-
Right.
and make it
What, another
as
big-
it looked before it came out.
As you can see, you can come over here and do your objectives on the fly. You die 9 times because the AI are fucking perfect. And unbalanced.
Press this button, move to the next button. Now move to the next button.
When I sold a load of my Xbox games, and I tried to sell that, the barcode wasn't even recognisable on the website that I was trying to sell it on.
We don't recognise this game. Our memory was erased. Got that game.
Oh, kudos to you two though. You 2000'd it and sent it back. I couldn't even do that. I got like 520 and completed it. And next day, I
We made a guide for that motherfucker.
next day I was chucking that shit game. I was going to take it from me.
Dude, it's us. It's our playthrough of that bag of shit game.
That we died about a million times.
About a million times.
Pushing
on that last
towards
bit.
end over and over and over.
That walkthrough is 3-player
You
co-op.
should do a guide where it's more fun, like Halo 4. We were all playing it.
I think we should do a live playthrough or something.
Maybe
not live.
I need to figure out how to
if as many people listen to this as you said, they should vote what we should play, because we can't obviously decide ourselves.
Yeah.
He says Odyssey, he says Halo 4. I'm saying we should all rent Fuse.
The thing is, if we all did a Halo one, we could all give Chris his files and he could edit and cut between us. That's the beauty of doing a Halo one. Plus, you
Give me a million hours worth of work.
Yeah,
that's what Chris really wants.
Chris loves that, but I'm more than happy to play something new. So
The thing with it is, right, there's the whole thing where you need to work out how to record it if we're all playing it on our own consoles.
Well,
if we're all in a room playing it together, though, I know it's not awkward to sync it, but you could just...
It's not that, guys. What it is it's the audio. It's always the audio. It's the commentary. The method that I was told on how to record the live commentary stuff with a group was to obviously set up your mic and everything, set up your capture device, go to your Xbox dash, go to your volume settings, go to a bit where it says play through speakers, play through headset, and you put play through speakers for voice. You turn the voice up, you turn the game down. I did that, and I recorded me and you playing Ghost Recon. I couldn't hear you. You were so quiet, and it weren't because you were being quiet. You were being normal ed and normal sound, and it just didn't work. It's not feasible quality. So the only thing I can think of doing, aside from, as Ryan says, in the same room with a mic, which can work, but is still not the same kind of fidelity as something a la Skype.
Yeah.
If we were all on Skype, I can record directly from my computer, get all the commentary, and it will map directly to the time codes.
How many people for free on a server can you get on Skype? Because I thought it was just 1-to-1 for free.
but how the hell are you going to play beyond Skype and playing your Xbox at the same time? Because you've got to have...
That's what I always do.
Yeah, but like, it's easy for you because your PC and your TV are next to each other.
Yeah,
Mine are on the other side of the room.
That's
Yours are
exactly
next to
the
each
problem.
other.
Mine is separate rooms.
But the thing
Exactly.
is, you do have a laptop. Getting Skype up on that and plugging a
Yeah,
headset
fair
in,
point.
it's awkward, dude. That's why it's never happened. That's why I don't have.
I've got a
us
tablet.
playing a
I can
shitload of
I can do
stuff.
Skype from my tablet.
Yeah,
Because
I
if
could
I
probably
could
do it on
do-
phone, really.
Like,
so.
if I could have
Maybe.
done that, if I had the ways and the techniques to do it where it sounds good and I can get a result, we'd have done numerous things because it's more fun and it's easier. Like, recording guides can feel like work.
Yeah.
Editing guides does feel like work at certain times. Commentating on can feel like work. Like, doing it naturally while you play, it's win-win.
Well, this is what we were talking about when the podcast started to fall apart a bit. If we knew how to record through Xbox, we wouldn't have to be like, oh, I'm working this day, I'm working this day.
Yeah.
You get home from work, you sit down your Xbox,
Yeah.
you join a party, you talk.
Same with Skype and stuff like that, or just them Ventrilo
Well,
servers.
Skype's
them
a free
servers.
thing to join, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to set up a Skype account if
I've got a
easier.
Skype account, but I don't know how many people you can have in the same call without having to like pay for a server.
Yeah, it's all about just
Well, fuck
figuring
it.
the
They'll chip in a few quid and pay for the server.
weird stuff.
For saying that, there's TeamSpeak and stuff that you can all be in a server for, and Ventrilo and stuff.
Yeah, but you need to pay for a server.
Yeah, but the Ventrilo server we use, we don't pay for. Somebody else has set it up,
Yeah, but we're not supposed to.
but we don't.
Yeah,
But
but
it's
it's
like live
because they
streaming.
allow us to use it though.
Yeah.
Live streaming is so good.
That's like a sued.
It really is. It's amazing. It relies on better internet than I've got because I can't stream at anything higher than like 420, and the audio volume is not good because it's going over bandwidth and it's bad bandwidth.
Well, if we need to do some shit like that, come round to mine. I've got a monitor and that. We can always.
Well, all I'm saying is live streaming it's amazing and it's so interactive. That is better than a playthrough because
a lot of
it's
people do live streams.
real. And Twitch is like I was hooked. The only problem with Twitch for me is when I'm doing that I'm not recording, so it's not helping me at all. And it's nice that I've got 25 guys in here who are all dig the channel, all know the jokes, all willing to be nice and have a good time. And there's camaraderie and stuff. It's not getting any shit. And Twitch is hard as fuck to crack. It's super hard. Like, you don't get offered a partnership on Twitch until you're hitting some serious numbers. And we're talking that this is a site where you can make people pay money to subscribe to you per month.
Could have a YouTube soon, though, can't you?
Well, that's probably where YouTube's going to be going. Because everything's changing. It's just weird. But that's weird, that. People getting blocked for using ad blockers and stuff. And it's a minefield.
In regards to this next game, though, if we're all going to try and record it together and stuff,
Duke Nukem Forever.
I'd definitely
all play at the
say
same time.
we should leave it up to whoever's listening. The thirsty games, you can pick.
You do realise that
Stick a time bomb.
people like to pick games to watch people suffer, yeah?
Well, if they want to pick a super rock hard game, as long as it's 4-player,
To be fair,
fuck it, we'll do it. We always do it.
You know that if it's super hard though, I'm suffering though, you know, halfway through boss fight, I'll just send you a message saying, fuck this, I'm off to bed. You know, like Gears 3 all over again.
Well, you say it's super hard. How about super unplayable?
Well,
Like,
Super...
well,
Like
at the end of the
Vampire
day,
Rain!
yeah, but they
gotta be 4-player though,
it's
ain't
got to
it?
be 4-player, and if it's 4-player, we'll do it. We always do it, except
if-
for End of Gears War 3. Fuck you.
I mean, if we get decent feedback and you get a few people give suggestions, then you don't have to pick a shit one anyway, because you'll have more to choose from.
That's a good point.
Well, yeah, if a lot of people
You know
are
that there's
saying,
somebody
if a
who
lot of
says
people are
something you
saying
wanna
do something like, I don't know, Fuse, hint hint, then we have to play Fuse, and that'd be fun, because it'd be new to everybody. Same with Aliens, I want to play Aliens.
I've not played my Xbox
I don't think
in
Aliens
a
is
long time.
4-player.
Everything's
No, I
new
don't think
for me.
so.
What?
I think
I'm
it's
sure it's 4-player.
I'll have to search, I don't know.
I'm sure it's 4-player.
I don't know how far people can fit on that game. The levels are just not designed right.
Well,
It's not designed.
And you know the cool thing? To get the playthrough that I'm doing on Dark Souls at the moment in time, I cleared my cache to get rid of my update, and Aliens saves to your cache. So my file on that game is gone now. Everything I've done on it, so our co-op is looking even better at this moment in time. What kind of fucking game saves in your cache?
well, we'll be doing this. Is it getting uploaded today or tomorrow?
You're ambitious. It's gonna be 9 hours long this when we're time to finish.
Well, when this does get updated, we'll be doing. I was aiming for next weekend. I don't know about y'all.
Doing what?
A 4-player co-op sesh.
Weird.
I don't know. Separately,
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I don't really care. I just wanted to have a massive 4-player. We'll smash a game out and.
White chicks.
Well, if we convert the
Problem
garbage,
is, I'm busy all weekend.
Next weekend,
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah, so
I've
let me
got
say
some
you
at
don't
Friday
really-
night, I've got some at Saturday night, and I've got some at Sunday morning, and I'm working other times when I'm not doing something.
So fuck that then.
That's that fuck straight away.
I'm only just saying it how it is.
But Xbox One.
We'll figure it out. We always do.
what about PS4?
They had a big reveal. They showed a lot of games. Killzone. You like Killzone?
No,
They showed that. That was nice.
Just going for a week.
Thank you. The PS4 reveal happened. It was longer than the Microsoft one. They showed a lot of games, but it's one of those things where it was nothing really that wowed me too much.
Because they didn't show the console.
No, they
So
didn't show the
therefore they
console.
didn't show the new...
They gave some specs. They just didn't show the console.
What about in terms of
How big
like
it is?
dashboard? As in like the interface that you're
What?
going to have to deal with when you turn on your PlayStation?
XMB is so good, Ryan. I don't know what you're even getting at. Changing that resolution. It's like Minesweeper prediction of Firestorm. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No.
But they haven't shown anything to support whether they're going to change or stay similar or...
I don't think so. They might have, and people will probably correct, but it's been a while since that presentation, and I really didn't care for it when I watched it. I thought it was bad. And then I watched Microsoft's, and I thought it was better. Not Microsoft's. PlayStation. PlayStation got better because of Microsoft. Just
Microsoft reveal that bad, PlayStation look good.
Literally.
I was going to watch it and then I heard so much about... I mean, Scott made it sound good and then I saw so much negativity about it through like friends that I know and stuff like that I just thought, well, why don't I just keep playing on my PC?
I streamed it. Streamed my response. About 20 guys in. And I just... entire time I had my hand over my face, just I want to die. Xbox kill me. That's just what it was. It's so uncomfortable for me. A little bit like my beer right now, where I think I've either banged it or drank it wrong and now I got my profit bit. Yeah. But they did show Call of Duty Ghosts, and we're all so excited for Call of Duty these days. But the engine looked nice. It did look nice.
It did look nice.
I didn't care before I watched it, and afterwards I was like, I'm mildly surprised that it wasn't as safe as I expected it to be.
I was surprised by how good it looked for a COD game.
This is delicious. I was just... It had good lighting. When it came up close, some of those textures were a bit low res.
I like that engine they got in that. The closer you get, the harder it tries to make it smooth.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's kind of the anti-Unreal. I suppose not loading textures, just bumping them up. But emphasis on story and camaraderie, is that really what we're playing COD for at this point?
Nobody plays COD for that, because most people who buy COD don't even touch single player, they just straight online.
And dog tech. That dog looks awesome in that Millen suit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't just... I'm surprised.
2 separate games.
I am surprised that they don't just MMO it. Literally, they bring out a single player game that they can sell to people, and then they just MMO the multiplayer and make people pay monthly to play the multiplayer.
I think they want to. It's got to that point now where they're in a situation where they've kind of got to stick with what they're doing until they figure out how they can sell it that way. But it looks surprising. I'm not woo, but it's not Modern Warfare 4. Thank fuck.
I'm just quite happy to say that I'll be that one guy in the group that's the PC gamer, because I'm not excited for any of the new consoles coming out. I'm gonna have an Xbox because I'm gonna want to play the new Halos when they come out. I've always been a fan, but
And watch Netflix.
and I need to. I've got my Apple TV now, so I need to.
Actually, a TV and an Apple.
No, it's an Apple.
I don't even know how that fucking thing works. It don't look impressive for how much it costs.
It's a little black box.
I know, but if you pay that much, it should look.
What is it?
There's all sorts of
Especially when you've got like behind your jelly and we got wires.
It's just like a media stream, like the Roku players and the stuff like that. They have Netflix on, and I can stream from my iPad and my iPhone and stuff like that.
Cool. How much does it cost?
Like
Just
shy of 100 quid, I think.
Oh, just under.
Pretty costly then.
It's alright if you've got a load of stuff on your phone and you're buying all that, like, and you've got
The thing is, I can stream
music
anything.
and you've got this
Except
and
like
stuff
them, the HDMI converter things, you know, from like HTC phones and stuff like that, they're like 90 quid. And that's from one thing.
Well,
so.
like any streamers, like the Roku streamers that have come out over here recently, that have been in America.
My
for a
glass
while.
is coming. I can't stop it. I think I've knocked it about.
I just pour it into a glass.
Because
They're
I like
like-
licking froth.
They're like, oh, that's nice. That's
That turned me a little bit.
They're like
Thank you, buddy.
70, 80 quid anyway for like a standard streamer, so
Oh.
it's pretty regular.
Pressure's on to make it perfect, Chris.
Dude, I can't pour for shit.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
You didn't look bad, you know. That's
No, I've gone over a little bit, I'd say.
that's not too bad.
You know when I poured it at Danielle's? Like a fucking yoghurt. Could have put a spoon in it. That is perfect. But my mistake was I was trying to pour it too fast because I'm the kind of guy that just tilts it directly upwards and watches the bottle
Man,
struggle.
does that with cans up his cans and just puts can it top up glass.
I'm the same.
There's 6 foot of chuffing froth there.
It settles. I'm fascinated now.
So are we done with new consoles then? Is that
PlayStation 4 looks a lot better than it did when it first was revealed, even though we've never seen it. And Microsoft TV.
I think after PS2 they're a bit scared. Well, PS3 should I say they're a bit scared with fucking Spider-Man writing and all that sort of shit that came out at the
Brad
beginning.
Spider-Man writing.
So I think they're trying to get it perfect for the release it because I mean look at all that shit they got to start.
Yeah, but with Xbox, with PS4, they were sat there waiting for Xbox One, and as soon as they revealed the console, they had 6 designs for PS4 and went, right, we're having that one because Xbox One looks like that.
That's one way of looking at it.
You know that's what they're doing.
Did you see that piece of press that they did in
What,
response to
that
Xbox
video?
One? I didn't see that one. I just saw the poster where it's like PS4 and it does TV too.
What? That's genius.
Well, you didn't watch the conference, but during the conference when they were all doing the big business talks about what it's going to be, not talking about games, just talking about entertainment. It was television, TV, television, sports, TV, television. There's actually a video on YouTube of a dude who's isolated all the bits where they said the buzzwords and just edited it together. All it was fucking television. TV, watch TV. And Sony, after the presentation, got this, I don't know if it was a poster or just like a little vignette, but it was like, PlayStation 4 also does TV. And I thought it was brilliant because it was so spot on.
I don't understand why they're so focused on pushing this idea that we have all had for years. Everybody can watch TV, regardless if they've got a console or not.
I know. Now I've got to plug a console to watch something I'm going to just plug on itself.
It's just, it seems backwards.
I think they seem to think that the market is for people who want all these things that are hundreds and hundreds of pounds on. They want to get rid of them and get this Xbox One that does everything. But that's not how it's going to work.
Well,
some people, yeah, they're going to check out everything and go, this thing's what I want, I need, and it's going to work from fine. But they seem to think if they cram everything into one, everything else is going to be obsolete, and it's not.
The thing that I don't understand is, right, this is Microsoft, who love ripping people off and making money.
Well, it's what they did.
Why would they want everything in one?
Why?
You can sell you several peripherals.
Why wouldn't they bring out a console and then be like, oh, you can buy this and make it be able to do TV? It's like,
The original
what?
Game Boy that had like attachments for speakers, magnifying glass,
yeah, exactly.
and light and
lights.
The camera and the
So you're
printer.
going to end up having an Xbox that's got all these attachments.
It's like a
on it.
transformer.
It's going to be Naked Gun when OJ is building. He gets in that fucking tank thing.
But if they are saying it's a PC, then why haven't they got a bit on the side of it that can open and you can put in the TV tuner if you want it, or you can buy the additional things?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And the
It
printer.
isn't But have you heard about what they're trying to do with it? Where you can either buy vanilla Xbox One for $299, but you don't get live, or you can pay $599 and you get live. It's
I've
Is
heard,
it
I've heard that
$6?
there might be two versions in it. One
There's this-
being just the console and one being the entertainment package.
No,
£9 or dollars?
I said that wrong. The lower one, the $299 one or whatever. I don't know the numbers. I'm just making them up. It's a contract. It's like a phone.
Motherfuckers.
And then
them,
the
no.
$599 one is just the package. But the other one is the cheaper one. But you're in fucking 12 months of commitment to it. Of paying $6.99. I don't know.
It's really funny because Microsoft brought out their new Office suite for 2013. They've not brought one out since like 2010, so it's been like 3 years. And they used to always have it so you could have 3 licenses on your Office, so you can put Microsoft Office on 3 computers. New one that came out, standard Office that comes out, 1 license only, so you can only put it on 1 computer. Or there's
365.
there's Office 365, which is you can put it on 5 computers and it's cheaper, but it only lasts for a year.
It's all cloud based as well.
It only lasts for a year, and then you have to buy it again.
It's underhanded, that shit,
And
innit?
it's not saved to your computer, it's all cloud based, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all done through cloud, so.
Well, once you install it on your computer, it is on your computer, but you can access it through the cloud.
I've not
if
used
you go
Samsung
to a different
since
computer that's not got it
2010.
installed, you can. But how bad is that?
It's rough.
So any businesses or anything like that? I mean, I've not looked into the business one properly, but any like small businesses that aren't like VAT registers or anything, they need 6 or 7 copies of Office to put on their computers. They have to buy at £125 a pop an Office for each one, or they have to pay yearly to be able to use Office on them.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
It's just I don't understand. I know they make money,
It's greed, man.
but
Yeah, but it
That's
takes
ultimate greed right there.
it
And
takes
they-
them
and-
the biggest
and-
slap in face.
they've put the price up, and you don't get a disc anymore, so you have to download it through the internet to be able to install it.
What if you don't have the internet? You have to be paying for another service to
And-
get the service.
The product key doesn't activate until you link it to a live account, so you have to have a Hotmail email address to be able to activate it.
Thing with Microsoft when it comes to this stuff is though they are so fucking dumb and just bad about stuff like that. I mean, if you look at Xbox sales, it's took them what? How long? 6 years, maybe 5, 6 years. It's been out Xbox 360. They've only just realised in the last few months putting mega sales on and saving people loads of money makes them a lot more money. Them sales that have been on for the past few months have been crazy.
Well, how do you think
Like
Steam?
70%
How do you
off
think
and
Steam
stuff.
run? It's like every day is a midweek sale.
Yeah.
Every free
Exactly.
day.
Microsoft have only just clicked on that if they put all these games that aren't selling super cheap, they sell. I mean, I bought loads of games I'm not even going to play because they're 20 pence.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fundamental problem with Xbox Live. There's never discounts. Nothing ever gets cheaper.
Yeah, but that's the thing now. All these big sales that they've been doing over the last few months. I've bought loads. I've bought a few games I'd never ever touch just because they were dirt cheap, and they've made loads of it, and that's why they've started doing it more. And it's took them God knows how long to fucking realise
The only
that.
thing
But
they
look at
ever
PS1.
do is reward schemes, which never work.
They don't work. For what you do to get 80 points, it's not
Work
working.
out for 6 million hours, you get 20 points. You've also
6 months after Gears 1 DLC dropped, it went free.
that was just Gears. It's only one since it's
No
been
one's
that
ever done it.
liberally. I mean,
Microsoft games for 400 Microsoft points. You remember that? Get Xbox Live games.
yeah,
400
but these
points.
sales now are clicking on. If we
800
sell something
points.
1200, it didn't sell. Get a few months, drop it down to 300 points.
I don't
loads of
understand. I
people
don't
buy
understand
them.
why they don't do that. I don't understand why, because they could make so much more money if first week of release they release stuff like 2,000 Microsoft points, and people that are really, really, really desperate will pay 2,000 Microsoft points.
Yeah.
And then after the first week it'll drop to like 1,200 standard price. Then after like 6 months it'll drop to
8.
800.
Even if it all drops to 8.
And then they're making loads of money for the people that are desperate and that'll buy it. And then they're still going to make money down the road because it's gone cheaper, so
Yeah,
other people are going to buy it.
everything's a
You haven't been
diminishing
catching
return.
up with sales. These sales lately are going crazy. A few months ago, that sort of sales you only get on the run up to New Year.
Have they got people shouting about the sales like on a video?
No.
Just tell me how good these sales
Yeah, but
are.
the thing with Microsoft sales is console-wise, not that great. PS3's outselling Xbox now, and it's only just. It's one of those things where Xbox has been ahead for a long time on the sales chart, and now it's eking other way because it's just almost like a plateau.
I think
Wii stopped. Wii's actually losing money.
yeah.
And
I
Wii
think
U's not
the
doing much
Wii
better.
was originally like one of the highest sellers because one, it was so cheap, and two, it was like brand new.
It was that mass hysteria, and it was just a zeitgeist.
And then
completely.
Xbox had a slightly bigger market share, plus it was cheaper than the PlayStation, so a
It
lot
came
of
first.
people.
Came first. No, that's big. Cheaper came first. That's where it got its audience. And what's it doing now? It's coming second, and it's inferior.
And then that, I know it might not have made much of a difference, but that Gears advert, with Mad World on, when Mark's running through the street and he got knocked through that window, and it said actual gameplay footage, which was a complete lie.
Yeah.
But that advert changed everything, and I think everybody went mad for that. They
I
saw
think-
that and thought, this looks so great.
I
We
can't
need
talk
to
for
get it.
everybody because I didn't even see that advert until
I
the
saw
game
that
came out.
advert loads, and I
I
had
think-
Wii, so...
I think the term actual gameplay footage, I don't know if it still does, but I think it used to class cutscenes as game footage because it was footage that was in
But
the
it'll
game.
probably run on a PC as well, which
Yeah.
is even worse because I hate that when
Which
this
means-
is what Xbox is going to look like on a big PC.
That's the thing. It's like
Drink did that.
Everybody does that. E3, not one machine's going to be running on a fucking console at E3. They're all going to be PCs showing you their lovely graphics. Don't even kid yourself. Here's an Xbox and a big cable
What happened to
leading
that?
away.
You know that Epic Engine with that guy who was stumbling in a leather jacket? What happened to that?
People walking in space sports and
well,
stuff.
that's what it is. It's like they'll have they'll have like a plinth and a plastic thing over the Xbox One, and they'll have it so it looks like it's up to a monitor that's behind it.
Yeah.
And behind that monitor
Is a giant
is
PC.
a giant PC.
Giant PC that's making it look
Then there's one
delicious.
guy on the friggin' stage with his pad pretending to play, and there'll be a guy behind curtain.
I want to be that guy on that stage, man. I would love to do one of those E3 demos. Ladies and gentlemen, me.
Let me just introduce you to our next talker. Oh, it's me.
I'm sorry. Who knew?
And here,
Take us
here
home.
here comes somebody else to play the game. Oh, it's me as well. Ah!
Far Cry 3 co-op. Oh, go that way. There's a tiger. I'm picking up this ammo.
It's not that guy.
Oh god. Then we played that, and I can't see. The split screen is.
Split screen here on low res.
Oh, my bleeding eyes.
I just think that, well, not even just to do with games, but nowadays in general, people use terms and words so loosely. It's like my
It's all
dad.
marketing
It's like
speech.
my dad is a shoemaker and he makes handmade shoes, like
Like a
fully
boss.
handmade shoes, hand stitched, hand everything, and people can claim their shoes are handmade if they have been hand fed onto a machine and the machine's made them. As long as they've been fed on by a hand, they can class it as handmade.
That is bullshit. That's contradicting his entire trade.
So
He's a super handmade.
Well, I'm ultra made.
It's just like, how is that even?
It's dirty, isn't it? It's dirty how they can do that.
It's
Sharon
just
Stone with her
baffles
legs open. It's just filthy.
me. It just to use the words actual gameplay footage and put a cutscene in is just.
Yeah, they're trying to sue Aliens. You see that? They're trying to sue Gearbox. Because the trailers on that were like, this is the game! Ooh, sexy CG cutscene. It came out like, this is the game! This looks like dog shit. And people were, this is not what I saw on that sexy advert. This looks awful.
It's what's annoying me more and more because everything that seems to come out nowadays it's always cinematic trailers, always.
Yeah.
And not even trailers that are going to be in the game, just like full on CG, like trailers that aren't anything to
that
do
are
with
outsourced to Korea to these animators and these
Exactly.
modelers. Yeah, it's not even the same engine
And
half the time.
They won't even have any. A lot of them don't even have it. Like the Assassin's Creed one that came out, where it was a while ago now. I don't know if it was for 3, and he was running through, and it had nothing to do with even the game, nothing to do with the story, nothing to do with anything. It's just like, this looks fucking awesome. We've got it super high res, and there's an assassin running through. It's just like,
It is misleading, and the worst part is some dumb bastard like, I want to get that one. and he
It's
gets
so
it,
land and he works at my place.
and he gets it.
I mean-
This is not Dynasty Warriors.
I know it's not how people make money, but if I was ever to be in a company that can do something, I want to be honest and be like, look, this is our game, and this is what we've managed to do, and this
Which
is
is
what
why
it
you
looks
do
like.
fantastic on the indie marketplace, but everywhere else you won't be able to
You
sell it.
wouldn't. It's
Because
just-
you've got to
People
compromise.
always search for gameplay as well. If you want to look at a new game, you'll type in an Irish gameplay from looking at YouTube or something. Just try and see the game because I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about CG.
That's why YouTube is so important, and that's why it's hilarious that Nintendo have gone, oh, hang on a second, we're going to stop all you people from making videos. Give us the money.
Going on a little bit of a tangent. You
So
know,
fuck you, Nintendo.
you know that ant guy I was telling you about earlier. That very dumb guy who works for me. Who
I know who
dumb
it
as
is,
fuck,
yeah.
big chin, right?
Chin guy.
Yeah.
Chin guy.
This guy's incredibly stupid, people, and he's just comically stupid and
Big
very
chin.
giant chin. But he typed in YouTube. This is about 2 months ago as well. Modern Warfare 4 footage. Before Modern Warfare, there was no footage, and he was sat there watching this video of somebody playing Modern Warfare 3 and talking about what he wanted to be in Modern Warfare 4, telling me this is what Modern Warfare 4 looked like. Running around, I don't even know what level it was, but the LM, the light machine gun, that's the British light machine gun thing, with one of them on, just running around shooting people and saying what he wanted to be in Modern Warfare 4, and he was sat there going,
Don't it look
like,
good?
Modern Warfare goes, oh god, don't Modern Warfare 4 look right good, aren't these graphics right good? And I was like,
oh, it
I was
pisses
hysterics.
me off. And there's people
That is the worst looking Call of Duty game, though.
I was in hysterics. He's like, oh god, how good does the game look?
Drab grey.
It looks right good.
Looks like it came out a year ago.
It's like these people that post on Facebook all the time, or Twitter all the time about,
Just got a 2 kill streak.
it's not even that, it's like the new iPhone 6 prototype, and it's just some bullshit fucking thing that some guys made on YouTube that's got nothing to do with what it's actually going to look or do when it's...
But this guy thought this footage was Modern Warfare 4 and it was Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer.
Well,
We're talking about it.
I wonder how these
Don't
guys
be-
have got this game early.
but there must be
They're not coming around
enough
with
people
drunk.
out there that believe it. There must be enough people out there to believe it for them to do it, because there's loads of them. There's loads of videos of like, oh, this is what the new iPhone's going to be like.
But
And
this
then
guy
people
was
watch it
one-
Yeah,
and
but look how many
believe it.
views there are. Even if it's a person clicking on going, this is fucking bullshit, this is so fake, I'm clicking off. That's still 1 million views. That guy still got 1,000,000.
Oh,
This video though it was Modern Warfare 3 claiming, you're just talking about Modern Warfare 4 saying, oh, I like this and I like that and this will be good. And this dumb bastard was sat there telling everybody else how good Modern Warfare 4
so
looks.
he never actually even said, this is Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, but
No, we were talking about it, and because we were at work and he had sound down to note and that, he was just so dumb he didn't even click on this is something he played a year ago.
that is a guy though that has no interest in the game. That's a guy who's trying to get socially up on everybody else.
Also
Be
the
cool.
guy who was going to play Uncharted on his Xbox, and what else did he say? So
Just playing Tomb Raider.
no, he goes, oh, I bought something last night and it's not even out yet.
I want to play Tomb Raider, it looks good.
What the fuck was it now? He said, oh, because I bought it last night, it's really good. Shit, it wasn't,
What,
again, it's,
Pokemon
not,
J?
it's still not out yet. Pokemon J
It's
2.
ruining the story now, Aiden.
Oh, fuck me off. I remember it was. But he goes, oh, I'm going to get that game tonight. And it was Resident Evil, the new one. What's it called?
Revelation.
Revelation. Oh, I'm playing that tonight. And this was about 3 months ago.
It's not.
Because I'm getting Revelations tonight. Have fun. Tell me how it goes.
I bet you are. What do we had a Game
Keep playing
Boy?
Raccoon City.
Oh, and he goes, oh, we're
Drop
playing
this one
Uncharted. And they were telling me how good he were at Metal Gear Solids. Thinking he had a PlayStation and I didn't know what Metal Gear Solid 4 was. And he was telling me how good it was. And I goes, oh, so have you done it on Big Boss mode and all that sort of stuff? And he went, oh, I thought it were easy. I did it was right easy. Like, oh, did you go through it setting alarms off killing anyway? I wish I'd not said that. I'd be like, yeah, I did that. And I was asking him about bits of the game, he didn't know what the fuck you're on about. I was like, oh, how did you find that sniper phase? Like, oh, it was quite hard, but I just sniped her.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would just give me shit like that.
In that field on your own in
after
snow.
about 5 seconds, I'm like, oh god, you know what he's fucking on about. So I just throw some curveballs at him like, oh, that tank. I thought that tank was easy. There's not a tank, and there's a bit that looks like a tank. I thought it was a tank.
What did you reckon to them frogs? Oh, I didn't need to eat toast. I didn't care. Okay. No, but I had a friend like that at uni. They were called Mel, and he weren't necessarily, you know, didn't know what he were on about. He just liked lying to try and fit in, and I don't know why, because he was a really nice guy. He was a cool guy, and he's probably doing nice things now. But Devil May Cry, I just beat Devil May Cry and Dante Must Die. And he was like, oh yeah, and I'm telling people, like, I beat this game on this difficulty, it's so hard, it's insane. And this is on the PS2 back when it came out. He's like, oh yeah, I did that. Oh, did you kill that giant elephant? Like, yeah, first time. Well, that's not in this one. Dickhead. And it's just that ultimate moment of, whatever I had said, he would have gone, yeah, I did that too. I could have literally gone, when I was born, yeah, I did that too.
Like, once I finish, I duck a shit.
Yeah, no, like, I was fucking my girlfriend last night, yeah, I did that too. My girlfriend. There's no winning that conversation, there's no being at the end and going, this is what I have done, have you done anything similar? Because you've done it all.
People piss me off.
And that is the worst kind of person, because...
I just hate people in general.
Is he even going into the segment? Are we going to talk about games?
I've got plenty to talk about.
I mean,
what have you been playing?
we've burned through about 1 million in a year, aren't we? So
1 million games.
a shitload of games.
How many games have you got?
Just being exaggerative.
Exaggerative.
You're slurring your words, Aidan, on your Coors Light.
Yes, 4 going to check me out.
We'll be dancing soon.
But if we're going on with games, we'll be forever. What are we going to do?
I don't want about it too much because there's dinner over there, so...
Yeah, is it talking about the last few we've played? Is it a big broad chunk of it?
It's
or
entirely
how do
up
you
to
wanna do
you.
Well, I can't really talk much about it because the main thing I've been playing is Battleblock Theatre.
That's a good game.
I did with Hattington.
I didn't even have to do the King of Friendship Town.
Oh, Hattie.
The SS Friend ship.
It's so good.
That
It's getting
about all
so
of it.
ridiculously hard though.
Yeah, it looks like it'd get
That game, man.
It looks like it would.
It's so fun.
Done it though. I'm insane.
Have you done it?
Of course I have.
Yeah, good job, man.
Boom, yeah.
Of course he has.
I'm telling you though,
Good.
I knew from day one. Like, I played Alien Hominid. That game is fucking hard.
That game's on another level hard though. That's that.
That is the Metal Slug hard.
Yeah. Well, if you want to do games and stuff, you can start right.
Yeah. What was what you've been playing, right?
Well, I've been playing PC because I've been off my Xbox recently.
He's learning German.
I've downloaded quite a lot in like Steam sales and stuff like that. I've shied away from MMOs a bit at the moment. I've not really been. I played Guild Wars quite a lot.
Guild Wars 1, old school. Guild Wars 2?
Yes, Guild Wars 2. To the point where I felt like I was logging in to do nothing because I've got everything. How
many hours have you sank in it? Does it tell you?
It can tell you.
Do you not look?
No.
What was the last time you looked and what did it say?
I've never looked.
Oh, that's good.
I'd
get really sad if it were really high.
Yeah.
I think.
Half an hour. Right.
But I got to the point where I couldn't get anything that I didn't have. It was like
there was nothing left to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were sat there waiting for extra content to come out, and it's just like, why? Why can't I just go play something else?
That's that MMO mentality, and it's where the reality breaks.
Do you all want cheesy mash?
I'm good. I can do either.
Same.
Yes.
Yeah. Just bang it on all of us.
You as well.
Yeah, I'll not do it. Anything
But yeah, I've got
Martyring himself for our food
I got
privilege.
to the point where it was like, the thing with it is, there are certain MMOs that you can always get better stuff on. There's like random drop chances of super rare
Those
stuff.
random instances as well,
Yeah.
they cycle, don't they?
But this particular one, although the only thing that you can get that's like a random chance or a random drop is aesthetic wise, because once you get the highest rarity of item, they've all got the same stats.
Oh,
So
it's
all
not
you're playing for
any
is
more
aesthetics.
powerful.
I cannot get any better, any more powerful. All I'm playing for is that rare skin that I can get to make my sword look awesome. And it's just like, well, why doesn't that rare sword that looks awesome do shit tons more damage?
Is it still free, Guild Wars 2? Because the one thing about it was it's an MMO, but you don't pay the bullshit.
Yeah, it's you pay for the game.
Yeah,
and then it's free.
That's cool.
There's certain things that you can buy using.
Is it all microtransaction up the arse?
Not really. I mean, you do not have to put any money into it if you don't want. There are certain chests that you will find in the world, and to get the keys to be able to unlock them, it's either really, really, really rare drop, or you can buy them with real money.
Who do you play it with, dude?
Pardon?
Who do you play it with? Have you got like a clan or a guild or something?
We had our own guild on it, yeah. We had me, Nathan, Teresa, and Cleaver. Basically started up a guild, and we had about. We were only a small guild. We probably had about 120, 130.
Do you think it's because of their influence you this way now with all the PC stuff? If they weren't there, would you have had the same?
I don't play with them a lot at the moment.
Oh, really? Because I'm just wondering where it's come from. Because I don't have anyone in my life at this moment in time except for you. That's into that kind of stuff. Like I used to have a couple guys, and it never appealed to me. They showed me, I watched it, like, yeah, that seems good, dude, but it's not me.
The thing is, nowadays I'm playing games that aren't even like. I played Far Cry 3 on my PC. I played Tomb Raider on my PC.
Is it just a preferential thing?
Do you play a pad?
I play keyboard and mouse most of the time, but I do have a pad plugged in for certain.
Check you out, man. You're not fucking wrist.
Like
Strength
Far
and
Cry.
dexterity.
Can't do it.
Far Cry.
I'm so knackered with mouse, me.
Far Cry I played with pad.
Pad.
Because I've got a wired pad that I plugged in anyway. But a lot of the games look nice from a PC, and when I'm in the mentality now where because where my TV is in my room, if I go onto my Xbox through my TV, I'd either have to sit on my bed, or I'd have to be on an angle to it, and it's a lot easier for me to just to sit on my PC, and it's like. Just like that's my.
So not even the achievement itch can pull you over from the PC one.
I played Far Cry 3 through and played it after I'd completed it and like did side stuff, and I didn't even miss getting achievements at all.
No, that's cool. Interesting.
It's not something that.
It's just achievement list with garbage.
Really?
Yeah. There's no incentive for playing Far Cry. You don't have to collect all stuff. It's for collecting half of. All artifacts and that, you have to collect half of them to get the achievement for it. When you look at your stats and it gives you all them stars, and all guns and the unlocks are halfway through, so there's absolutely nothing to make you get rest room. Nothing else except the XP, but you probably max yourself out way before, and so Far Cry on collectibles and stuff is just bullshit.
I don't know what
it's
it
a big
is.
change, isn't it, from Far Cry 2, because we all know that one were a fun one.
I'm sorry, but there should be something for collecting everything. You shouldn't get no for collecting everything. There should be
a completionist achievement at least.
The one who just.
That's what I mean. You think there would be.
Get these cassettes, which is about 15, and get these other things at 15, and then there's the artifacts, which is at 120 of them. You have to get 60. There should have been something at the end, even if it weren't an achievement, just another gun or something. There just weren't no there. It was just.
I don't know what it is at the moment with the PC, but it's even down to the fact that I can turn my PC on and I can play any game that I've got on my PC by clicking a button. I don't have to get a disc and then go find another disc if I want to swap game out and play it or whatever. Everything's there and I can just click it and I can play it.
I've got to say, when I went through a spell of playing PC games. I played Arkham Asylum, played Arkham City, tried to play Bioshock 2, tried to play Quantum of Solace. And I was enjoying the fact that I was just everything where I needed it to be, and I could do all that kind of stuff. But the last two games, no gamepad.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but my wrist, after about 30 seconds, it's like, wow. I just don't have the dexterity or the stamina in that bit to do it because it hurts. It physically hurts. I'm a pussy.
See, the thing with me is that like now at the minute when I turn PC on, because say I get half an hour, whatever, when I'm at home and I've got some time, I turn my Xbox on. Usually the people who are online on my friends list I don't want to play with.
Yeah, I know. I feel
And I turn my PC on and
thanks, Ryan.
On. But it's like when I turn my Xbox on at night. You might be recording a video, so you'll be appearing offline. Aiden's not online. Ryan's on his PC, and I was like, well, I'll go on my PC. I've been playing GTA 4 on my PC. Yeah, it's an Xbox game, but on PC.
It looks good on PC though. Draw distance is great.
I want to get back on my Xbox, but it's hard to find the people online at the same time when I'm on. I mean, it's no fault of yours.
I don't see you often online, dude. And when I do, it's either fleeting or I'm doing something.
That's the thing with it.
It is.
That's the thing with it. When I used to come in, I used to turn both my Xbox and my PC on. I used to see what was online, see what I was going to play. And I don't even turn my Xbox on anymore because I know if I turn on my PC and go into my Ventrilo server, there's going to be somebody on that I can play with.
Not me, you bastard.
I want to get into my Xbox more. I want to start playing more, and because I never speak to you guys anymore. Hardly ever.
Yeah. First time I've seen you in a while.
But it's just that thing.
It's
Isn't
the
it?
way life works, though, isn't it? You can't revolve everything around your Xbox. You've got to work. You've got to socialise. You've got to do it. There's certain things in life that you've got to do, and sadly, Xbox isn't one of them.
No.
It's a hobby. It's an indulgence. We just happen
The
to.
thing is, right? If Xbox, I don't know if they have because I've not been on it properly in a while. But if Xbox new releases were released on Games on Demand immediately for the same price as disc, and I could just download it and then play it, I'd probably play my Xbox more. But I can't be asked.
Physical media is pissing you off, isn't it?
It is. I cannot be asked.
See, I can't do that because I've only got like 8 gig left on my hard drive.
I can't be asked waiting around and keeping up to date with what's coming out and pre-ordering stuff to make sure I get it on time so I can play it with people. I'd rather just have my Xbox tell me, oh, this game came out today, you can download it, and then download it and play it with my mates.
To be honest, I would prefer that.
You've got a good point though. Why don't it?
I think that's where it's going to end up going though.
I'd much prefer it, and if that means that I would not have to go looking for my disc when I want to play something. I can go to my library and I can search what I want to play, and I can click A, and it comes on and I can play it.
I'm stickling me. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I like physical.
I do like the physical disc, and I will stick that way. But he's got a point. Why don't they do that?
One of the best things about buying a disc was getting a book, and now you don't even get a book.
Yeah,
You don't get.
But you do get several instructions on how to avoid epilepsy.
And where to find your book online. Don't forget that.
If you want to look at the manual.
A lot of them on the disc. A lot of them like on the game disc now. You go into the menu and it's
crazy.
I was trying to throw out one good note on that. EA have got rid of passes, which is great. All them games that had season, all online pass. A lot of them they took them off so you can just download for free. Yeah, they're not doing it ever again in future.
The games are old games, like Mass Effect 2. You can get.
No, but they're not doing it again.
They're never doing them again.
Not again. No.
Probably because they realise that people don't rent the games or buy the games because they don't want to buy.
I think it is though. EA have finally realised they are the most hated publisher on planet, and every single person who says EA usually hates them when they say it. So I think they've kind of got to the fact they realise they're so hated. They have to do something really drastic and get rid of that. That's going to make them loads of money. So. But I think it's a good thing, and I don't think they should bring it back.
I think online passes.
All other people who tried copying them need to stop it as well. But they're only people who aren't doing it.
Especially with if they're making the discs obsolete on the next console anyway.
I don't know, big if.
Big if considering it's got a disc.
Said this big release thing. Oh, it's been once for me.
Yeah, but you can still buy discs for PC. Like if you've got really shit internet, you can still buy a disc to install it. But at the end of the day, if they're gonna make you install everything anyway, then
what's the point in having a disc?
What's the point of having it?
Yeah.
If you've got decent.
Yeah, but main problem with that, like digital downloads, is the whole not everybody lives in a high speed area.
There's always
your way of playing wouldn't work for me.
There's always.
It took me 2 days to get Dark Souls.
When it comes out, the amount of traffic, it'd make it even slower.
I get that, but the amount of servers that they've got, like I said before, and there's always going to be discs. There's still discs out for PC games. There's always going to be discs, but why don't I have the option to not buy the disc if I don't want to?
Steam changed the game.
It's so good. Steam is so good.
It is. It keeps pipes intact.
Anyway, Chris, what you been playing?
Is that all you've been playing?
I don't want to talk about the new Tomb Raider.
Why not?
I hated it.
Really? Yeah. I'm really excited for it. But the film sent me fucking Ben 10.
I hated it.
Tell me, how did Ben 10?
I borrow it off Steve, so.
I didn't play it. I wanted to borrow it off Steve. You know, like, do you want to play it? Like,
that's all like Steve.
The thing with it is, I loved the old Tomb Raiders. I played them a lot with my dad when I was younger, and I loved them. And I loved
bad controls,
diving off a banister and breaking a neck. Not my favourite.
Those wolves that gangbanged you at the start.
See, I never actually played a game. I just ran around the house.
You jump over a staircase and break a neck. Yeah, we all
one died.
And this one, it literally feels like a cheap Uncharted.
You think so?
There's
which Uncharted have you played? Did you get through 2?
I've not played it all because I don't play on PlayStation much. But
What you've played though is fucking good. That game is good.
it is a very good game.
Play that game on it. Through him.
But the thing with it
So
is,
you can just get giddy and tell me. Oh,
there's loads
so good.
and
It
loads
is.
and loads and loads of quick time events. Like other than hunting in the woods for like.
There's a very
resources to make
deliberately
stuff.
paced start section in there where she's all vulnerable and shit.
Yeah. And
About that.
I don't know if it's just because I hated it from turning it on and turned it off too soon, or what. But unless I've been hunting and killing like a deer, I cannot physically really kill anybody. It's like all quick time and
Seems
it just doesn't. It feels like Uncharted, but not as good. And that's not what I wanted from a Tomb Raider game.
No, I'm still looking forward to it.
It just didn't feel like Tomb Raider.
So my list of things to do after GTA.
I've got it on my love film, but they'll never send it me. Too busy sending me fucking everything else.
I think if I still had Love Film, if I re-signed up for Love Film, I'd probably play my Xbox more. I think it's the lack of.
You
variety.
feel like you need to.
I want to play my Xbox more, but there's nothing that no games that I have other than ODST recently I've had an urge to play. There's no game that I have that I want to play, and I'm not going to go online and buy one when I can just log onto my PC and look on Steam and see if it's on offer or buy
Very
it
true.
cheaper.
It's a good argument, dude. I can't fault it.
Whereas if I still had a rental service, maybe if they sent me a new game, I'd be like, oh, actually, I'll go onto my Xbox and I'll play that. And then I might log on and see everybody's on and be like, oh, actually, we could.
Boom.
But I think it's more the lack of logging on that I feel like.
Well, I only ever see you in ridiculous hours on Netflix and stuff when I've checked. But my friends list is so filled with strangers, it's not a friends list really. It's a bunch of people I don't know list. And then BitTrip Pixels.
Well, with Xbox One, you can have 1,000 friends
Yeah,
and arrange them into groups.
You can have
Is that really what you can do?
Yeah.
I don't need 1,000 friends. I need like 10.
I need a block friend request thing.
Just fill your friends list and then they can't send you friend requests.
Well, I do, but every so often I'll delete one folk so I can get somebody else in, and then I get them through
Alright.
for a rare bit.
Oh,
It's
Chris,
not- it's
what
not-
have you been playing?
I don't know, in what have I been playing? Love
Well,
sent
they're
me
dead.
Ben 10, which I've not touched. If anyone's curious, it's Ben 10 Omniside?
Omniverse.
Omniverse?
Omniverse, something you said yesterday.
Omniverse?
You had to Google the game you actually had.
Yeah, it's, Ben 10. I don't know what that means. I put it on for fun and they sent it me, which is my luck, and I've not played it yet. I also have Dragon Ball Z High Definition Collection
Budokai HD thing.
which
yeah.
is Budokai 1,
2.
no, and 3.
What?
I know!
2's best one.
I'm just gonna throw some shit out there, right? I hate that game. I hate 3. I hate everything about it. I hate seeing it. I hate everything about it. Period.
Please continue.
The amount of time I've gone to my girlfriend's house and seen her brother and little older brother and little sister, so a 25-year-old guy and a 13-year-old girl playing Dragon Ball Z in the living room and getting super competitive, playing this stupid looking bad game. It's drove me to. I can't stand looking at it. I've seen it that much. I hate everything about it, and I'm watching a level 4 Super Saiyan Goku badass motherfucker kicking fuck out of Krillin. Very old.
That's not a fair fight. No, but I played the first one. I got as many achievements as I could from doing storyline and stuff. And then the only really ones I needed were to unlock the characters and to do the world martial arts tournaments, which you've got to do on the harder difficulties. And I'm like, okay. And I did the first 2 difficulties, but the last one is hard as fuck. And it's not hard because they beat you up. They knock you out at the ring. So it's just like Virtual Fighter. And it's one of those things where all when you look on the achievement site, so if you give yourself a senzu bean and a virus, what happens is the virus will kill you and the other player, fight a little bit, put the time limit to 30 seconds, and let them kill you. And what will happen is when it gets to the low time limit, they kill you, you revive with full life because you've got a senzu bean, and the damage they've taken from the virus means you've got more life than they have, and you win by default. That wasn't my problem. I couldn't stay in the fucking ring. Just every time they knocked me out. And each difficulty you play is more fights. So on the highest difficulty, I did like 4 fights and I got bloody baby Gohan or something. Little Gohan. You know when he's really shit and he's running away from dinosaurs at the beginning? Kick my ass! I'm playing as like Vegeta. So, and he's kicking me in and just punch, miss, kick, like ankle kicking me. And I couldn't move. And they knocked me out. And I didn't want to play it anymore because I'm not a fan of that game. So stopped that, got as much as I could off that, went to the 3rd game and played alt campaigns as alt people, and then you've got to play them again. But instead of moving to this fight at this very particular point, if you fly over to this certain area, you'll find Broly and do this and then Piccolo, and it's complicated, so I'm probably going to just send it back. Because I put it on my list when I was watching Dragon Ball Z again. I'm no longer watching Dragon Ball Z again. Kind of don't want to play Dragon Ball Z. And I kind of got a bit screwed with that. And then there's Alien Colonial Marine, which is horrifically bad. I got to a point where I'm on a boss fight against a super alien. It's not a queen, it's not a full-blown queen, but it's a boxer thing. It's like a buff guy alien thing.
Buff alien.
Buff alien. And what you do is you run into like a scrapyard. It's an arena type thing. It's only perhaps twice as big as this room in game, so it's not very big. There's a couple of Marines on your side. There's a power lifter, you know, the yellow thing from Aliens, and there's random aliens on the floor and the boss. So you get in the machine, you go to the boss, you punch it, and it kind of reels away, and you punch it again, and it kind of reels away, and you punch it 1,000,000 times, and it doesn't die, and the little bastards are chewing your ankles, and it's hurting you, and eventually you just get insta-killed by this boss. And I tried on stream about 5 or 6 attempts at it, and it was anywhere between me running up to it and this power loader and it insta-killing me, to me hitting it 50 times and not being able to kill it, because I'm playing on super badass or whatever hardest difficulty is, and it don't even feel fucking possible. Like, people in the stream, in the chat, were saying, Chris, do not play this game. Turn this game off now, because it made no fucking sense. And I need you in to distract everything while I punch them with my big yellow suit. So we're going to do the
co-op. They should have rented it. Nobody said that. So
we're going to do the co-op on that, and we're going to knock it out, because it's so bad. But great music, Aliens music, and the locations and the sound effects, spot on. Just shit graphics.
Did you see Bishop's legs at some point?
Yeah. You go to the place where they fought and you see his torso. Find Newt's doll. Find it's Hicks, isn't it? Hicks' shotgun, which is cool. But aside from that, I played The Last Story on the Wii, which is an RPG by the guy who created Final Fantasy. And if you've got a Wii, get that game. It's terrific. It's one of the most interesting combat systems I've seen on any RPG. It's got so many cool things. I just hate the fact that my eyes bled every time I played that muddy brown, standard definition, terrible graphic game. Because fucking whoever let the Wii get released and not have high def is an idiot, because it's unbearable on a big TV. And then aside from that, it's just been Dark Souls. Lots and lots of Dark Souls. And unfortunately, I need the toilet, so I'm going to cut mine short. And
did you play Last of Us?
I did, which once I'm going to talk, I can talk about that if you guys want to.
I want to know what it's like. It looks fucking neat.
Well, dinner's done,
Okay,
so you might as well stop there. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, stop Audacity if you want.
Right.
There should be a button on the thing.
Cool. Go inside and get ready to have some tea. You can bring out wooden chairs.
I don't
Oh,
press
I just-
pause.
I press pause again and it's unpaused, so now it's recording.
Is it recording? Can you see
I can
wavelengths?
see the wavelengths.
That's
yeah.
fine then.
Bitchin'.
Anybody can use that software. It's awesome. But we were talking about games. It came
You're
to
about
me.
Demon Souls, weren't you? That's
Oh,
what-
I just asked if you'd played
Last of Us,
Last
yeah.
of Us demo, yes.
So before we move on to Last of Us, does anybody have anything to say about Dark Souls?
No.
Because we had a little riff earlier on it. So if anybody wants to read,
I've not played it in a long, long time.
Yeah, I'm going back to it at some point. I need to get the last 2 achievements. It means going through it a fucking again after me save corrupted.
I know.
One
I
sword
can
and 2
remember when I'd only
spells.
been through Dark Souls twice.
Well,
How many times have you
I've
actually
played
been
it.
through it?
About 50 times.
I had my fucking strength character, was smashing everything with a giant club. You know, a lot of fun, and
You enjoyed it?
corrupted. I mean, giant
I
club.
went through it with that battle axe.
Powerful weapon.
Yeah.
Good for solo level
It was like
playthroughs.
the first weapon I found that wasn't like a basic weapon. I was like, yes. I'll
That
have this
will
till
do.
the end of the game.
And my axe.
Like, to put it into perspective of the type of stuff I've done on that game, there's a playthrough on my channel, Soul Level 1 restricted run, where I don't use a shield, I don't use pyromancy, I don't use Darkwood Grain Ring, I don't take any damage, you know, no bows, no range.
What weapon do you use?
Reinforced club with fire on it, hand axe, and a ghost blade.
Nice.
No Darkwood Grain Ring. There's a lot of little different nuances, which doesn't mean anything to you. I'm sorry, Louis. But suffice to say, it's
Difficult.
You could use whatever armor you wanted, though. I'm guessing.
well, yeah, you could, but when you're not taking any damage, it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, obviously.
And when you're Soul Level 1, there's only so much armour you can wear, because you can only
you
have
can't do
Fap,
stats.
Havels, Mask of the Father, and that's the max amount of equipment. But I've also been playing Demon Souls, which no one in this room has played. No, not yet. Demon Souls is a great game, and I would love to watch one of your guys play it. I'd love to force one of your guys play it on a stream, just to see how well you went.
Is it a lot? Is it majorly different?
I feel
No,
like
fundamentally
one of you
the same.
guys means me.
Yeah, kind of does
He
sometimes.
likes to force you to play stuff, I've realised.
We
Yeah,
got,
like
we got
Metal
him to
Gear.
play Dead Space.
I finally played Dead Space, yeah.
Yeah, with a headset on, with somebody in the same room. And
No,
so,
no. I want to force you to play scary games just because I know it's so out of your comfort zone and you don't like them.
best thing about Dead Space, though, he had his headset on and he was talking to people in a safe environment, talking to me and him right in the room, like, yeah, I'm enjoying playing this. Oh, I'm enjoying playing this.
See,
I'm
that's-
gonna do it again, yeah.
See,
And he was
quality.
sat smiling at me, looking away from the screen. She's like, oh, and it's really good. I can play with people. Oh.
Fuck off.
No, what I had planned when my parents were away and I tried to get everybody over, and we had like that one night that kind of failed, and then after that I didn't get in contact, mainly because 2 fucking games dropped on me and I had to make guides for them, and I nearly fell out with my girlfriend, which was fun. I wanted to get your guys around and do a stream, and I wanted to do like a Timecop versus said game stream, where you're taking in turns to play a game, see if you can beat a specific kind of challenge with the chat incorporated into it, and me kind of surveying type of thing, telling
Like
you.
a narrator type thing.
Well, more of a sensei, more of a Mr. Miyagi, more of a, you could do this, guys, and it's a little bit easier, or you could do this, and it was going to be things like Ninja Gaiden 2 Master Ninja First Flight, stuff like that, just to see if you could get past it, or just, I was planning all these different games, these insane challenge runs for you to all try and pass the pad when you fail, to see if you could just get past
Was
it.
one of the Ninja Gaiden 3 multiplayer? I don't know if you like whoring that out to your friends.
Well, no,
Fucking-
but
that was
that
fucking-
could be
that
played
night
because
was good, man.
it's hilarious. It's
I
a fun
do that.
multiplayer.
You enjoyed it in your turn. Oh, great.
You did enjoy it, and you're making it abundantly clear.
The thing
now,
is, you
but
weren't playing. You were like, yeah, I'm sat in the corner. Oh, keep playing your turn.
I
Keep
loved it.
playing.
I thought it was great.
I enjoyed the excitement of watching people play that game because I played it at home and all I got were high levels and it weren't fun at all. But watching
It's
everybody
so
else have fun
retarded.
with it, I thought it was great. I thought it was silly.
We could swoop off buildings and
Yeah.
assassinate people.
Caca.
And we had to do that super duper move.
Then
That's
they kept
all,
doing.
that's all we kept on trying to do. It was like, the first one to do that wins. It's like, oh, let me learn to do it.
No, but you know those moments where you get a game and you play a multiplayer like that. How rare are those moments where we just put on the
Yeah.
multiplayer and we have that kind of fun? Sure, Aiden wasn't digging it towards the end because we played
Or the
for a while.
start.
I thought it was fun. Danielle were asleep.
No, I've been quite interested in doing that challenge thing though. Do you know if you were
Yeah,
like, oh, try
like-
this, try that? I've been
Like the
quite
Dark
happy to step
Souls
by
challenge. You know, Lummy's played it for a few minutes and killed a knight up a tower.
that. Barely.
Here's New Game Plus 7. Get to the bell tower gargoyles and
Do you know-
punch it.
Do you know one of the first times I took him on up that tower? I fell off. It's just up.
You dragged Gary up with you, though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Gary. He kept wandering up behind me. Some guy.
Gary's
Gary.
He was just some guy, random guy.
Just one of the
just a
one of the
normal
basic,
enemy.
Just one of the basic enemies.
I'd be
that follow
fighting
you with the-
Black
follow
Knight
you.
dude, and Gary'd be like, nah! Gary, fuck off.
But it's just that concept of something hard and silly and that pressure of the stream, because when you're live streaming and there's people watching, it makes a difference. It's you don't feel it, but you play worse. And that's what makes it funny.
I hate people watching me play games. I hate it.
It's tough to do.
Do you know when we were like going back when I was doing that Halo thing a long time ago at Magna?
Yeah.
I felt so under pressure.
Oh, really?
I hated it.
I didn't realise that.
I enjoyed playing it.
I was saying, you know, when you were playing it up and stuff,
after a bit I fall into it, but the initial start...
That trepidation.
Yeah.
I think everybody gets that, dude. There's always that fear, that anxiety.
Yeah,
but I think it makes you
cocky
play
enough
better.
to... Does that put your stuff away when everyone else is still playing?
Yeah, you know.
And then everybody else is wanting to kill you afterwards.
If he can put the pad down in the last 20 seconds of a deathmatch because he's so high on kills, dude, he's fucking
anyway,
that.
that's something else.
Yeah,
Let's
if that pad weren't inverted.
Dude, if I weren't inverted, I'd beat you
You
all.
weren't inverted. Goddamn words inverted.
I play on inverted, and I couldn't figure it out either. Fucking idiot. He comes up to the winner and layers that shit on. It's like, this guy's fucking
Well, I was watching it thinking, plumbing were inverted, you're fucked.
If me were playing with his feet, different game.
Anyway.
But yeah, Demon's Souls, great game. I'd like to watch some of your guys fall into the early game pitfalls and that with some beers, because that'd be fucking great, because it's a fun game.
If the actual pit falls, I'll be all over them, don't you worry.
Bloody, ooh, here's a corner! There was an enemy. I didn't know he was there, now he knows I am. And then funny moments like that. But I did download the Last of Us demo. What do you want to know, right? What are you?
Is it as good as it looks?
Yeah, it really is.
Yes.
And
That's all I
moving
need
on.
to know.
The short version, yes.
Well, the demo is about 5 minutes long.
Is it the same gameplay as they already showed you?
It's the outskirts. What gameplay have you seen?
I saw the gameplay where they came through and onto that swamp and then into that building.
Was it that where there was the humans and he was teetering around?
Yeah,
those
yeah,
people?
yeah.
Completely different.
Right, cool.
Don't see-
Humans.
Well, normal folk, because
Alright.
there's infected.
Alright,
There's no
I
infected.
know not about it, so...
It's Walking Dead, dude. It's
Right, I
Walking
see.
Dead. So the demo, you start off, you're playing as, I think his name is Joel, and you've got the girl, the little girl that we know, who's not so little, kind of Ellen Page-ish. But there's someone else, there's a woman, who's obviously going to die, because we don't see too much about her. And I don't know if she's the mother, I don't know who she is, but she's with you too. And the first, maybe 10 to 15 minutes of this 5-minute demo is all exposition. It's all walking around, exploring, salvaging, looting, and listening to him talk and respond. And it's just desolate, it's highways, it's grass, things are overgrown, it's great. And then you get to one sequence where you get attacked by something called, I think it's a tweaker or a twitcher. And this infection, when it gets really rampant, you know when you see fungus growing up a tree and it's got like all the kind of mushroomy leaves coming away from it?
Yeah.
Like a crazy formation of that. Imagine that on a human.
It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, barnacles. It's kind of like that. And your first introduction to it is a body laid down. And he's up against the door, and the door's completely just overgrown with this kind of fungi, and you have to pull him off, and he's like Velcro because he's kind of stuck to it. And you move him aside, and it turns out that the really infected ones, these tweakers, they don't have any eyesight. So when they click the mouth, it sends out a sonar like bats, and if you're moving, you know where you are. So there's this whole notion of when they click, if you freeze, you're fine, but if you move, it gets onto you. And the AI in the game is so crafty where you never know where they're going to go. You never quite. There's no set pattern. There's no paths. They just kind of move organically, and it makes it completely brutal and terrifying because you're sneaking up behind this guy that you've shivved 1,000,000 times, and he turns around, and it's almost no predicting it. And the paths that they move is really interesting because there's this one enemy that insta kills you on every difficulty if it sees you. Which, if you've got a shiv, which is essentially any bladed item you've salvaged, you can go behind him, grab him, and then shank him. But the trade-off is the shiv breaks. And there's a perk in this game where, unbreakable shiv or something, where your shivs last longer. Because what they do is they prize blocks, and they do defensive moves for you. And everything you pick up kind of replaces your melee attacks. So instead of punching, if you pick up a brick, you've got a brick. So when you punch, you've got this brick. Pick up a piece of wood, you've got a piece of wood. If you can find enough tools, you can turn this piece of wood into a valid weapon. But if you use it too much, it breaks, and then you have your hands, and you are dead. Like, it is so... I didn't think it was going to be as hard as it was, because you see that one tweaker, and then it's back to exposition, it's back to talking, listening, looking around, it's well lit, it's got great looking visuals, and then you get to this bit where you drop down, and like, oh, you clear the way, Joel, and there's like 6 guys. And I played on hard, I started on hard, I live streamed it, and I crept up to the first guy, got him from behind, strangled him, put him out, put him down, and there were no pattern. These things were moving, and they were moving erratically, and these ones were called runners, and they could see you. And it was just, I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. I isolated maybe 2 of them, and then 1 of them saw me, and then they all saw me, and it was like 28 days later, they're all fucking on you, they're grabbing you, it's cameras pulling in closer, it's visceral, you're like, you know that moment when you panic and you can't press anything? I've not had that for ages, and I didn't know how to fight. It's like the game had not taught me how to fight, and they fucked me up. They fucked me up a multitude of times, and I gradually learned, but I still couldn't stealth that section. And for just a short snippet of that, when you kill everything, it's done, the demo's over. But that difficulty spike and feeling so vulnerable, that game's going to be great.
I'm looking forward to it. It's interesting that they brought it out on the current consoles.
Yeah, you can see some limitations with it because it's not 1080, 720. Which I find really weird because the whole PlayStation 3 exclusives usually shine in full resolution. That might just be the demo, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that game's going to be special. It's going to be special. And there's a vignette at the end where it shows you, what's going to come in the story. You're on a horse. Totally on a horse with the gun.
I'm on a horse.
Looks fucking great. Looks so good.
I may even plug the internet back
I'm on a horse.
Like, there's these. Did you watch Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Are you up to date with it, with the governor and everything?
I'm about halfway through the most recent season. I sort of like
So have you met the governor?
Have you met the governor?
Yeah.
And you met that town?
Yeah.
It's that.
No.
It shows that town. It shows people. It shows the conflict. It shows so much. It shows a bit too much actually. There's one bit where is Joel going to get infected and then the girl have to kill him. But you just sat there watching. I need to play this fucking game because Naughty Dog don't make bad games. They don't anymore.
Crash Bandicoot.
Whoa!
Crash Bandicoot is a good game.
No.
I know you don't like
Crash Bandicoot's garbage, right?
It's
and
not
just
though.
on subject,
It's a
right? Did
generation
you think
thing.
the governor from Walking Dead sounded like Johnny Bravo?
It's just
He right did.
Yeah,
Me with Johnny B. Although
I might actually have to plug in my Ethernet to my PlayStation and do 12 days of updates just to be able to play that game when it comes out.
It's going to be something else. It's going to be really good. And it comes out the 14th of June, so it's
quite soon.
like 2 weeks.
Superman Day,
I
innit?
can't believe
Oh,
it's
man,
come
I'm gonna
out so soon. I saw that thing
patching
ages. I thought years away.
Well, that's the thing with this trailer. They made this massive fuss about this trailer giving you early access. 14 fucking days, Naughty Dog. I've had Gears of War Ascension since what? March? And every time you click on it, Last of Us demo, there's his face, her face, trendy background, title, and a timer. Just 9 million days, 9 million hours? Thank you very much. Fuck you.
I have to plug it in tonight and start patching if it's coming out that soon.
But it's endearing. It's endearing in all the right ways. And when we've had nothing but sequels this year, and it's kind of been one big fucking yawn, except for Bioshock Infinite, which I loved,
Which I started and didn't finish because I only rented it.
and Metal Gear Rising, which I loved because it's just daft.
Which I started and didn't finish because I rented it.
All it's been is sequels, and it's been hard to get excited.
I think that's why I've fallen off next, but there's nothing that's come out that is like.
But this is exciting, and the worst part, not on Xbox, no achievements. Because if that were on Xbox, like game changer, but it couldn't be. It physically couldn't be because it's too powerful for the machine. It looks good. Just the silly things like when you turn your torch on, your companions, you see them nod their head away from light because they're responding to it. It's the detail when you're injured, he puts a bandage on his fucking arm, and you see the bandage, and it gets dirty as you play. Like, it's another level of stuff. It's
When I watched that original trailer and they walk across that flooded area and then they go into like I don't know if it's like a foyer of a building that's like falling down and the lighting effects and stuff in it. It just looks.
I hope it's good. If it's 4 out of 6 or something like 4.6 out of 10. Pile of shit, but looked great. I'd be very sad, but I think it's going to be good. But that's pretty much me. That. What about you, Lummy? What you been playing?
Battle Block Theatre. Done.
Rick Haddington.
Did right.
In the SSS friendship.
As much as like you take piss out in it, but you're not taking piss out in it. It's a brilliant.
It's just
game.
quoting that, man. That game is great.
But to be honest, I haven't really been playing much because I had time to do it. So
I've seen you playing it on it. What was it like on Insane? Because it looked like it was going to get.
only thing
really
with Insane
crazy.
is it's the exact same as normal except for there's no
One
checkpoints.
life.
Yeah. Which is alright, but when you get to later levels and everything's timed and then you jump in from one block to the next block, but they both disappear a second apart, so you'll be on one for a second, and then you've got mid-air to the next one, that one will spawn, then you've got to jump straight off that, and then mid-air to the next one, that one will spawn back in, and then you've got buzzsaws going back and forth, and it gets a bit hectic. I mean, Ryan saw me doing it, and it just got a bit... Towards the end, I'm glad to finish on Insane so I could get on normal. When you go on normal, it's like, I just got to...
It's back to being fun
dead
again.
all the time, yeah. As soon as I finished on Insane, I'm glad I did that first. Because once I did it on Insane and got that out of the way, I started enjoying it again.
It's going to be hard.
Best thing about that game, getting the ice gun and freezing on it when you're playing co-op.
I was a fucking cunt for it. I'm not even kidding though, right? I've been doing the jump and it's like over water or over buzzsaws or over spikes. It's my rails go hit me with ice and thing. I'm like, or it'll get me when I go into a teleporter. It takes me to like, it's one of them where if you drop in and it shoots you up, and then you drop back in, it shoots you back up. It's like a
Portal thing.
Yeah, it's like Portal, like orange and blue.
Well,
If
you
you
get
put
more,
one,
yeah,
if you put
sure.
them both on the floor and jump in, you just go up and down in them. And it freezes me, so I'm going in and out of these chuffing portals. It's like Ryan, which is it's quite annoying, but
Well, once I get bored on that game, it was even worse when I unlocked the guns that actually can kill you, because then I could just...
yeah, that's the
You
problem.
unlock
As soon
guns.
as they're just little discs and
Weapons,
stuff that you throw. But as soon as you get bored, mainly Ryan, he just tries to kill me all the time. And I'm there like, come on, Ryan, let's do this level. Yeah, alright, ice gun.
No productivity.
There's like a green bubble gun that is an insta kill.
You jump on it, it bubbles you up, like you can bounce off it. But if you jump on it on either underneath or side, you just die. And Ryan loves killing me with that.
It's fucking
Jump on my
great. It's a good game though.
I've been playing that mainly, to be honest. I picked up GTA 4 on PC again, which I'm enjoying more this time round. Because when I played it on Xbox, for some reason I didn't have any love for it. So
What are you liking about it? What is it that's...
I think it's just because I'm in the mood to play it.
Yeah.
It got to that point where it's like I fancy playing GTA, so I got it back off Ada and I've been playing it. So I've been playing. I'm only at Brucey. I'm like at start. I've pretty much just killed one.
When's 5 supposed to be coming out? Because did they delay it?
September 17th?
It comes out
Have
just
they delayed
before
it?
one
I think
comes
so.
out.
I'm fucking up, I'm booked days off for it.
Wrong day.
No, I mean,
Yeah, but the thing is, it comes out and then it comes out again for one whenever one comes out.
Whichever's coming out first, when I'm getting.
That we're calling it one.
I've booked a days for it, I'm playing it, I've got to...
No, I mean,
It was
week.
wax.
did it get delayed to September? Because I thought it was supposed to be coming out like
No, last I heard, September. If they've delayed it since that, I'm going to be pissed.
No, I thought that they delayed it to September from something else. So I thought it was supposed to be coming out like.
Well,
Fair
the last day I heard was September 17th, and I'm booked off that and all the surrounding days. So I've got to...
I'll get it then.
If I get it early, I might get it just for weekend, so Friday. Then I've got Saturday, Sunday to play it, but I booked off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and
So you booked
might
a
go
week
Friday. No, I ain't booked off that many days because I need to save them for an holiday. But
Go back to Tunisia.
I've also
Tunisia round 2.
no, I'm thinking maybe Tunisia. It's nice and cheap and it's good for what it is. But
I'll not be on phone that time to save
what
it.
it is, oh fucking what's happening with games? Just tell me.
Tell me.
But yeah, I booked off Assassin's Creed Black Flag or something. But
I can't see that.
What's
being
wrong
good,
with
to be
you,
honest.
son? What's wrong with you? I can't believe you're still on Assassin's Creed.
I think Assassin's Creed is one of the finest games last year.
Assassin's Creed 3 were good, but it got a bit like boring towards ending. So
Got a bit like
back to
every other
Chris earlier.
Assassin's Creed.
No,
Is
it's
it
like
boring towards beginning?
you fast travel to a checkpoint. You fast travel to a point where you have to walk 5 paces to go through a loading screen. To fast travel to another point to walk 5 paces to go through. Why can't you just fast point to the correct location? You can cut everything out.
I'll give you with that though. You know, getting to from one location to another location,
Yeah.
the frontiers in between.
It's so annoying.
That were annoying, but aside from that, I thought it was one of those stellar games ever.
Yeah, like that bit when you're on your horse and there's those 3 teams of firing squads and you've got to ride and go, please fire. And then you ride and goes, please fire again. Oh, more guys,
That happens
fire
once.
again.
Christ.
What a fantastic
There were a few missions
fucking
that were a bit
mission.
pointless.
Oh, war ones with hundreds of people. Okay.
Yeah. I did enjoy that one where you go down when you're on horse, you're running through that town that's been blown up by a cannonball fire, and then you get to them 2 boats and you've got to disarm everybody and blow boats up. I enjoyed that mission in war section.
Yeah.
I would try and do that with proper 100% thingy.
I
I couldn't
did that.
fucking do it.
I did it eventually. The key to that is no matter where you are,
It's
if you crossbow, if you bow and arrow somebody, you can hit them, not kill them. They can look at you and be like, whatever. They'll go back to what they were doing. Fire another one. Look at you again. Just arrows. Fire another one. They're dead. And nobody finds you. In
the first part of that, though, the desync is if you get hit by the cannons, and them cannons are bullshit. I were on a fucking roof 9 days away. They still got me.
I've not played it. I've only watched Scott play it, but
it started so promising and then just floundered for me.
The hunting side of it just looked not quite as good as other ones like Red Dead and stuff like that.
You said to me though when I was playing it, if I were enjoying hunting bits, it says if you're enjoying this, you should play Red Dead because Red Dead does it so much better.
Well, it's like the free running. You know, if you don't see a tree that's shaped like a fucking Y, you can't run a boat. It's like I'm here on this tree. Like, oh no, you just don't do it.
No, I'm good.
Good, thank you.
Cheers.
It's so flat. So flat, but...
Yeah, that's pretty much me anyway. I mean, I played a bit of Bioshock for a bit, but I only rented it, so I got to the point where... I can't remember, but I'm not fought an Andyman yet, so I'm not that far into it.
Well, they are quite spaced out.
But I think I just got the
you got
electric
shock jockey,
tonic. Yeah, shock jockey. I think I just got that.
You're very close to your first Andyman.
Yeah.
You know, when you go back to that.
Which I was determined to get the achievement for killing him by only shooting him in heart, and then I was like, I don't know, maybe it might be a bit hard, but
they're hard on every difficulty.
it's time. It's just timing your shots, I guess.
It's not even that, man. You don't even have to hit me in the heart, because I know I missed a few times. I still got that achievement, so don't worry about that.
I don't know what it is about them games at the minute, because like. They're really stylistic, them type of games. You can really tell like the style that they're going for.
Yeah.
But I was watching Steve play Dishonored the other day, and that's like similar sort of look, style as in look.
I get what you mean, but it's vastly different to new Bioshock.
And I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't appeal.
The
to
way
me.
Steve were playing by Dishonored was boring though.
Well,
Like I know he were doing a no detection run, but it just looked like he was deliberately going out of his way to avoid people, and it just looked boring.
It's not boring when you're doing it.
I was watching Steve play it, and seriously, it just looked awful.
I can see why people have been drawn to it, but it's just not.
I can vouch it's not an awful game when you play it.
I actually wanted to play it, and then when I found out there was an achievement for not setting off an alarm, and that it kind of put me off.
Yeah, but there's an achievement for not setting off an alarm, not killing anybody.
Yeah.
There's not doing 1,000,001 things.
Right, that's
But
it.
bear in mind, I did all of that on the hardest difficulty, which there's no achievement for doing. So you all can do it quite simply.
I'll do it if there were an achievement for it.
It's just one of those things. It sounds harder than it is.
Yeah.
Like Dishonored is not that hard. When you realise that the higher you are, the safer you are, you're a ninja. And that game is amazing, especially if you're saving a lot. If you're saving a lot, you're saving yourself progress. And my dad's playing it as we speak, and he's enjoying it.
Well, I've got to the point now where as soon as I finish GTA, I'm going to pick up Tomb Raider, and I've got Grid 2 to play as well, and some more Judgment to do. So I'll eventually get around to that. That's pretty much me anyway.
Have you gone off your Gears kick?
When Louis said he were doing Seriously 3.0, I thought, yeah, it won't be that bad, and then I did it for about a week and a half, and I just thought, I can't dedicate enough of my life to this. I've actually got a life.
Yeah.
But what he's doing now is he's going on playing matches for him whilst he's playing Pokemon and doing other stuff around the house and that.
Wow. I suppose you've got it though, aren't you, if you want to get it any kind of speed.
The reason for him doing it it justified for me. He's doing it because nobody else has got it.
He knows.
And it's just like, that's not a good enough reason for me.
Yeah, but you know when you come up to me and you say you've got Seriously 3.0, and I go, yeah, but I don't give a fuck.
It takes 150 to 200 hours apparently to do it.
That's note.
That's a long time.
150 to 200 hours? I put longer than I into Final Fantasy 10. So like, what is he proving by getting it at that point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he's not actually playing it and he's not enjoying it.
Exactly. You know when you're letting your fucking TV play? It's like
Not
Superman.
same, is it?
You fly for them 20,000 hours and you just rubber band the bastard while you watch a few films and you still don't get it.
Yeah, anyway, that's me. So.
The thing with it with me though, it's the same thing. I'd rather put 100, 200 hours into a good RPG or an MMO rather than grind. That's the one reason why I stopped being too bothered about certain achievements, was because I don't want to grind when I play games anymore. I want to play games because I enjoy playing games.
Yeah, I understand
It's having
that.
time to grind as well. If you've only got half an
No,
hour,
if you've
an
only
hour
got-
to play a
yeah.
game, you don't want to spend all that time grinding something,
No.
loading up same checkpoint over and over, or...
That's what bugs me about collectibles. I got to the point now where I see collectibles and I just go, ugh. Just undo them.
If they're badly done.
Just
If
get no
they're well
enjoyment.
done.
Collectibles can be well done.
Just no enjoyable. No enjoyable.
Like audio logs on like ODST and stuff like that. They were pretty well done.
No, they weren't.
They were Brock.
There's a reason.
No.
I'll let you go and collect them all. Well, me and Lummy drove around on a
But in terms of like,
fucking what we're
in
actually
terms
doing
of like
well.
what they added for the game though, in terms of like,
Well, they gave you story.
yeah,
They
they give
gave
you a
you
lot.
story in collectibles, which is bullshit, because you should get your story from playing the game. You shouldn't have to find it. That's not the way I like it. at
But
all.
it added a lot to the game though, as opposed to just playing the game.
It did. It's just them finding them things was bullshit. It was hard. Not fun.
Anyway, Eden.
What have you been playing?
Well, I went through Sleeping Dogs. I thought they were pretty awesome. So
Legit, from your recommendations, I think I'm going to pick up at some point.
Everybody should, yeah.
yeah,
I
it's,
told him
it's
to
one
get
of it's not
should
going to
get
change your life and be amazing, but it's a very competent game. It's
fun.
I don't see. It's one of them games
It's
that
just fun.
anybody can pick up and enjoy, and they should be able to make more of them, but they don't. It's a nice smasher of everything. They've took good aspects for a lot of things. The Arkham Asylum sort of combat. You can tap, light attack, hold, heavy attack, counter. when
I'd say it's closer
applicable.
to Assassin's Creed than Arkham, because Arkham's about timing and that game's not about timing.
What if a red light that appears above the red? If you press it in that 9 seconds,
Yeah, but the
you
whole
counter.
point in the Batman combat is building the combo and getting the free flow between everybody to knock in. That game, you can't do that. And when you try and do that, you miss and you get punched by that fat guy that likes to grab you.
I hate trying to grab that fat guy. Anyway, on to right, it's a very, very good game. The combat's awesome. The gunplay's a bit weak, but still nothing compared to bad
Still
combat
competent.
games.
Still
Still competent, but it's underused. The gun combat. There's none of it for ages, and there's 3 levels of shooting hundreds of people. Then you go back to punching people for about 10 levels. Driving solid, story's pretty solid, acting's solid, voice acting overall solid.
Dropping a lot of solids on this.
I'm dropping a lot of solids. It's very solid.
Drop a
There's
solid.
no I can really pick as a massive flaw. Do you pick up massively wrong with it?
Aside from radio stations repeating a lot.
See, I didn't even really listen to them. I turned volume down to pretty much note, because when I was playing it, I was going through a massive Craig Ferguson kick, so I was listening to a lot of I was watching a lot of stuff on my tablet while I was playing it.
Who's Craig Ferguson?
He's a late night show host on American TV. You know, like Jay Leno or one of them.
Yeah.
He's the Scottish guy. I don't know if you've ever seen him before.
No.
He's on Kick-Ass. He's like got a quick cameo on Kick-Ass. He's a late.
Watching some American TV shows, eh?
Well, all his shows get put onto YouTube full, so you can watch him interviewing all these celebrities without having to fucking flick through about 10 parts and stuff.
Well, that's good.
So I was watching a lot of them, and so I won't really listen to radio stations, and I'd pause in when all cutscenes came on and whatnot. So I didn't really get no one with radio stations, but it's a game I couldn't really fault. Everything was pulled off rate, collectibles rate, side quests at rate length. I 1000'd it just as I was getting bored of it. All grinds on it, they're not long grinds, they're kind of quick.
Triad's a bit awkward. That level 10
Yeah,
triad.
there's a couple of achievements that are a bit fiddly. But yeah, it's a very solid game. Yeah, and I've been trying to complete Skyrim. I've got a few achievements left on that, which grind it levels at the minute. And doing the last DLC, but I was trying to grind levels before I've done it. But I've given up that.
It's a bad job.
I've got Far Cry, Blood Dragon, whatever it's called, sack of shit Far Cry, which I hate to the bone, and everything about it.
Something wrong with you, child.
It looks amazing, I'm not gonna lie.
It is
Blood Dragon is
amazing.
garbage.
Right.
Oh, I hate everything about it.
It's amazing.
It looks,
garbage.
It looks amazing.
It's amazing.
Garbage.
Not that ridiculous Far Cry
Like
arcade
them,
game.
yeah.
It's so good.
You
I
don't
like
need Far Cry to
seeing more than
play
5
it.
feet in front of me.
You can. You fucking blind, you.
It's not, I don't like foggy game. Why is it foggy?
Because it's in the 80s. Everything was foggy. Why's the scan lines? Why is it all perpetually red night? Why did your gun shoot lasers? Why are the dragons? Stop asking questions.
Anyway,
Shoot.
I hate that game, even though I love all Far Cries.
Well, you don't, do you?
I need to go back to
That's
it.
Far Cry.
And
You haven't even got to this
It's better
best
than Far
part.
Cry 2.
Rocky 4 music.
when you know when it started, and it was
The Predator song.
Yeah, the Predator song, and you're gunning everybody out. Like, this is the best game I've ever made.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes in, I hated it. And
So
I wanted to love it. I gritted my teeth through Far Cry 2 and told myself I loved that game.
I got every
No
single
shit.
achievement on that game in one sitting. 400G.
Well,
Live stream.
I did about an hour in it, and I'm like, Yasmin, I'm sick of this shit. What am I going to do? So I just come off in there.
It's like Sonic the Fighters. One sitting. 400G.
2 minutes.
It's a fighting game with same sort of. It's the exact same as Virtua Fighter, but with Sonic, and Knuckles, and all them. 400G in 40 minutes.
That's weird.
It was fucking great. It cost me 160 Microsoft points. I'm like, boom, I'll have that.
You're such a Sonic fan.
I just saw like what easy achievements. That's the reason I did it.
Yeah, I'm hoping Ben 10's going to prove the same. I checked it the other day, they say it's a 3 out of 10.
What for difficulty? That's alright.
Don't mean out, does it really?
No.
But yeah, I smashed that. We did a bit of EDF other day, Defence Force. We've got the
Missed your eye
Yeah.
with your nuke weapon and finally got his. Killed us both.
I think as soon as you got yours and as soon as I got mine and pretty much as soon as Andy got his, we all killed everybody on the map by shooting it.
Shoots in a line and hits wherever it hits and explodes. Mine locks onto them
Like
and
a
they
bee.
run towards you.
Just sends up like a little bee.
Oh, and it's it's pretty awful.
Kills us
So
all.
basically, you got to fire yours and run.
You've got to do that with all of them.
Yeah, they're pretty dangerous, right?
That was the tactic at one point when we were playing in Inferno, because I had a shield that could withstand anything
You
on
could
my
survive
class.
it, couldn't you? Almost.
So what I'd do is I'd like get all the enemies on me, so I'd like get them all on me.
Yeah.
Them two would back off and be like, right, Chris, I'm going to shield, nuke me, and he'd shoot me with nuke, and I'd put my shield up and like survive, and just everything else would be dead. And it was like,
It had to
including
give
me.
you. There had to be iframes there because that gun does 1 million damage, and all the other guns, 2,000.
You know Terminator 2 when that nuclear bomb's off and you
Yeah.
it looks exactly like that. Everything was white.
Everything goes white.
Fucking hell.
Sarah Connor, fence, lock, gone.
It's just a massive white cloud that just. And you're in it, and you're, am I dying? And you're looking at your life, am I dying? Am I dying? Am I
because
dying?
it looks the
I'm
same
alive.
on your screen whether you're in it or not.
Yeah.
It just like takes the whole screen.
And then when it settles, everything's dead, including Aiden.
Other than me.
And
Old
Rise
man.
with shield. I'm dead. Rise just like, I'm up.
Do you all respawn though?
Well, he comes in and does his little pick you up.
Yeah, I've got that's all I've been playing really, Skyrim and Sleeping Dogs, but I'm going to try and finish Skyrim, then I've got Spec Ops Online to do.
Which is alright. I enjoyed that
to
game.
do.
It's a good game.
And I'm really looking forward to Call of
You didn't do
Juarez.
full bad, did you?
No, I had to send it back.
That sucks. It's not that bad, and it's.
I was looking forward to doing it, but
1 or 2 levels.
it was a time restriction thing. So.
You know that bit where you fall down away from your team and you're on your own,
Yeah.
and you've got like no gun, and there's a bunch of dudes coming on you. It fucking blows. That bit is bad. Everything else is fine.
You'll discover it.
Yeah,
You'll
well,
understand what we're talking about.
I'll be playing it when I've done Skyrim, which is going to take forever because I need to grind them levels out, but that's what I'm on to next, and I'm hoping to do Call of Juarez next
I
as
got to
well.
level 100 in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm not a cheating, disgusting person, Ryan.
I'm sorry, but I would totally cheat on that game because I thought that game was boring.
Well, I was loving grinding for about 5 levels, and now it's got to the point where I hate grinding, but I'm still
I hate the fact,
determined to do it properly.
I hate the fact that they've added an enemy in and given it an achievement for killing it, and the enemy doesn't spawn until level 75.
Yeah,
Is that what you're going for?
78.
Is it that legendary dragon thing? You
Yeah.
mentioned?
So I got to level 100 in about 10 minutes and went and killed him.
I've been grinding like a fucking man and put hundreds of hours.
Oh,
into it.
no, nah.
I'm 72, I think, 72 or 73. But it's a bit ridiculous.
It's tough grind.
But yeah, I'm looking fucking hell, that stinks.
Little farming
I'm
topic
looking
there.
forward to getting that out of the way. I want Spec Ops out of the way, and I'm really looking forward to playing Call of Juarez, so I might start on that before I do Spec Ops.
Call of Juarez Goose.
But yeah, that's that.
Bitchy.
Well, folks, you want to call it then, seeing as how it's been
Yeah,
Been nearly 3 hours.
unconventional
Yeah.
podcast. We've not really had the usual flow, but that's to be
yeah.
given,
well,
really.
Yes,
Considering we've not done it.
questions next time we do it. Send in your questions and all that shit if we do it anytime soon.
Hopefully.
It'll be a case of getting it back on track before I think questions.
Yeah, alright.
Because it's just a case of a lot of the audience I've got now. The last time we did one of these, I had less than 4,000 subscribers.
I thought it was less than that.
It's probably less than that.
I thought you had about 2.
No, I think a bit more than that.
Right.
But still, the only people that remember this are the ones who have the hardcore bunch.
Thirsty Games.
The people who never even fucking heard of Thirsty Games.
He keeps. Well, he had
Yeah,
all of
he
us.
had all of us on.
He didn't add me. Did he say we're
What was your
Australian?
friends list before?
He didn't add me. Thirsty. You're not that thirsty.
Yeah, after sending any games on us, the 4-player game thing, so I think that's going to be interesting.
To arrange.
If anybody wants to pay me my wage, so I don't have to work and I can play games with Chris all day, then that's,
Yeah, if you want
that's
to pay,
legit.
want to pay Ryan some money, feel free to send it to his PayPal.
All mine.
Somebody donated to me the other day 50 quid.
Oh, that's really
Absolutely no to say what I wanted it for, just 50 quid.
It's nice enough.
You just wanted to see it.
It's fucking crazy, isn't it? I said do more.
So do you get their contact information when they donate?
I get their full address, which is weird.
So I take
Full
it you
name,
say,
full
send a
address.
little thank you note and stuff.
Well, it's one of those things where
You send him a bit of your hair. Like, cut him a bit. I love you too.
send him a pube. No, I usually try and thank people in videos and stuff, but when there's no motivation behind what the donation is, it's just kind of weird. Like, what do you do with that? Because I
Give him a video.
ain't
Give him a video.
Dude, I'm gonna give him head.
Boom, boom,
Send him a
boom.
photo. Send him a
Gotta get
winky
that-
face photo.
Ooh. I don't know. It's
That's
just,
what I'd send him, a sideways smiley face.
like somebody give me like 200 quid. And
Somebody donated you 200 quid.
yeah, I didn't say
When was this?
a while back. I've
Fucking hell.
donation.
Quite a bit of money for these donations.
Stop the fucking recording. There's no man.
So people got more money than sense.
Yes, there are very charitable, very nice people that appreciate the stuff I've done, and it's awesome. But I feel at times it's weird because to me it's I don't know.
Kind of like taking money off people
Yeah,
when
it's
you've not
like
earned
you're
it,
taking
you know.
advantage, and I know it's not because I do put a lot of work
And it's
into my
their
channel. And
choice to give
and
you
they
Yeah.
want to do it. The only reason it exists is for them to do it, but it's still weird when you see that number. Like I logged it the other day, I had over 600 quid on PayPal.
Really?
Yeah, it's like fuck. This is nuts. These people. It's the best feeling in the world because you know somebody likes what you're doing. Like they're paying me more than YouTube, miles more, and it's the people who are enjoying it. So yeah, well, that was awesome. But this has been. I don't even want one copy of Timecop. Hopefully you'll hear another.
V2 episode 1.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you for watching.